Last week, a new series proved to be difficult, with none of our recent champions reaching the podium. This week, we're back somewhere familiar, though: Phoenix Raceway. The Rallycross layout is where we're at. It's a little different than it has been in the past, but we're about to find out how the cross car handles it. NASA Cross Car starts now. Phoenix International Raceway is our track this evening, located in Avondale, Arizona, clocking in at 0.76 miles. It's a familiar track for the NASA Rallycross circuit, but it's got a new wall that you're seeing right now. Drivers used to be able to grip the inside of the tarmac. That is no longer an option, so we are about to see some new racing this evening. Our format is as follows. Drivers are going to enter a 3-lap qualify, where then I can't word. They're going to do a 3-lap qualify. Best driver gets 8 points, goes on down from there. They get transferred to our heats. 5 laps, 2 jokers, fully inverted from the qualifying. Top driver goes on to the feature. Everybody else goes to the semifinals. Also 5 laps, 2 jokers. Top half advance to the feature. 12-car feature tonight, 10 laps, 2 jokers all evening. And that's Cross Car. NASA Cross Car brought to you by ASN. In the booth with me today, I have Josh Mertz, Josh Darnell, and myself in the production truck. I think I have Josh Darnell in here with me first. How are you today, my friend? Are you ready to go back to a Rallycross track?
More than you can imagine, Brian. I am not one for the truck tracks. I've been practicing with a couple of the guys here at NASA Rallycross for this upcoming race, and it's a fun track. It's a lot of you can really send it. Turn 1 is really defining whether or not you're going to hit a first lap or not. So I'm interested to see how some of these drivers take it tonight.
Yeah, turn 1 is definitely interesting. It's going to be, normally in the Rallycross cars, these things get a little archy-bargy. They're bumping and beating off the start line, but you really can't do that too much in here. The wheels will cross and you'll have some issues. I'm also interested to see how the blue barriers after the jump are going to treat people tonight. Those barriers just want to exist in peace, and our drivers don't like letting them do that.
No, the tire barriers after the jump on Phoenix are notorious for just getting abused and bullied. Those tire barriers are quite literally in a driver's way. So, I personally,
I see right
kill
there,
all
Cody
tires.
Cody Wienecki just doing a 360. Looks like his car survived it, but I think we're getting ready to
these
go to
cars are
qualifying.
resilient. These cars are resilient.
Yeah, we're going to go to qualifying here in a minute, but just a reminder before we do, cameras all evening brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Go to facebook.com/WSimCams for all your camera needs. And let's go ahead. Get over to qualifying.
At the end of practice, we have, wow, James Watson coming over 38.6. So those are the fastest times that I've seen are 38.5s. Now I've personally hit a 38.5. I don't know what other people are hitting. That seems to be the fastest that I've seen. A 38.6 is right up there with Master's pace. So interested to see if James can keep a hold of that throughout the race.
All right. And we're on track for the first time this evening. I guess I joined as a driver.
Uh-oh.
So I made a mistake. I'm top of the tower right now. Would you look at that?
Nice job, Brian. Who's the first out here? Who are we watching?
We're looking at Casey Knight right now.
Super important to get the first section right. You can basically go flat out over the jump, but you have to be careful how you land. As Brian said, those tire barriers will catch you out. Knight handles it well. This last section is also super important. You can stay on the throttle through most of it, but you have to utilize it to turn the car. You want to try to get the best angle possible for this long straightaway. You can't hit that blue curbing like you could in the rallycross car. That thing will send you flying. Knight comes around for his flying lap. We'll see what he can put down. Very close. That might have been contact. Not sure. He's not scrubbing it, though. He's still pushing. Over the jump. Handles it nicely. Want to get onto the tarmac. He does not. He handles it tightly through the last corner. Ooh, contact for Casey Knight coming around the first corner. That's going to scrub his lap. We move over to Leckenby now. Never mind, we move over to Spalding. God, that car's cool. Over the jumps, Leckenby with a 39.4, Spalding with a 39.4 as well. 200 separate them. Leckenby currently fastest right now. Will he be able to reset fastest? We will see. Crossing the start-finish line, Leckenby sets. He does not improve. 39.403 is the fastest lap currently. Another flyer for him. I'm going to check to see what the other drivers are doing. Spalding is currently still out on track. He has another flyer. This is his last attempt. Very tight to the last corner. Want to hug that as much as possible. If he's not going to get a flying lap, that was good practice for the race. Coming back down this final straightaway. This is Spalding's last chance to improve for P1. Does he get it? 39.426. It seems like he improved, but not enough. Leckenby will hold P1. Impressive time from him. I believe they're done. We move on to Scout Lawrence. Currently P7, looking to improve. Oh, move Kevin Boland up to P2. Move Spalding out of the way with a 39.367. Scout Lawrence up to P4. God, they are shaking the timing table up right now. This is going to be some tight racing in the backfield and in the upper pack. Multiple drivers in the 39 seconds. A bit of a weird gap between some of them. Top 12 in 39 seconds. Nobody in the 40s. And then we have people in the... Oh, never mind. There are the 40s. Oh, Cody Wadnecki with a 39.29. A thousandth of a second. 39.292. 6,000ths of a second faster than Leckenby. He's able to snag P1. James Watson out in the track now. What will he be able to do? I do not think that James Watson has had even a lap yet. So we're going to watch him closely, see what he can muster. Currently a 40.2 on the table. This is his second lap out. Coming around the start-finish straight. We'll see what he can put down for his second time around. 39.5 predicted currently. Move Watson up to P5 with a 39.598. 39.6 will round up. Coming around for his last lap, he gets a little loose in the first corner. Needs to make sure the next sections are perfect. Very tight to the dirt section. Hug the tarmac. He grabs it a little bit. Car gets sideways over the jump. Everyone seems to be real scared of that sausage curb there. I found that you can utilize that tarmac if you hit it properly. Coming around, I'm interested to see the setups that they can prove that they bring to this table if will make any difference for some of these drivers. James Watson now last time around, does he improve? He does not improve. P5 for James Watson at the end of qualifying. I do not know if we have anybody else out there still qualifying. Cody Winecki able to snag. Clinton Funk we're watching now. Currently 22nd. Looking to put a time on the board. Clinton Funk down the start straight finish line. So put down a lap. Clinton Funk with a 40.8 as his fastest lap. I believe that might be it for qualifying, if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen. James Watson still out there putting down some heaters, trying to get any more practice in. Same with James Pascucci. 39.667 for Joseph Pascucci. Good time for him. Puts him to P6. James Watson again in P5. As I run you guys through this, we got Cody Winecki P1 at the end of qualifying. Jamison Leckenby P2. Kevin Bolin P3. Chris Spalding P4. James Watson P5. And then we'll round up the top 10. Joseph Pascucci, Scout Lawrence, Tyler Graff, Kendall Collins, and Casey Knight. Nice job, guys. Christopher Yutzi and Ethan Oliver will finish out the last two there, P11 and P12. Congratulations to you two as well. A lot of drivers in the 39s tonight. Michael Choate with a 39.968, and Daryl Young also at the very tail end of that board. Brings it out at a 39.982. All very competitive times. Drivers in the Masters class probably going to see a lot of 38.5s, high 38s, probably low 39s during the race. I would say we're going to see some pretty crazy laps during the qualifying session, though, without a doubt. Believe we are still watching. We are just flying around the track right now.
You know what? I've been talking to you, and I've been muted internally this whole time. I'm very sorry. I've been trying to bring up that we have points, and we have Mr. Mertz here. We got Josh Mertz here. We're trying to bring him in also.
Hi, guys.
He's excited about to be here. We're going to hit points real quick going into this evening. Coming into this evening for the future is Chris Spalding in P1, Kendall Collins, Jim Watson, Wyatt Pearson, Corey Baudouin, Warren Watkins, Casey Knight, Scout Lawrence, Michael Choate, and Christopher Yauti in top 10. For our team points, Kieran Lifflander Racing 2 is taking that top spot, followed by JC Academy, Red Slice Racing, Prismatic Motorsports, Kieran Lifflander Racing 3, Toy Story Racing, Mika Esports, Kieran Lifflander Racing 4, TWRS Blue, and move over. It's speedy time. I know it's too many teams, and they're all named the same thing. But we're going over to.
Can't you just say KLR?
Our starting grid.
Yes. So I had a fancy intro, and I was all ready, and then Brian doesn't know how to push buttons. So Alex Larson's on pole for heat number 1. Thad Weaver, Emmett King, Michael Choate, Kendall Collins, James Watson, Cody Winecki. We remember last week, Kendall Collins came so close, or I believe he did win last week. We get ready for Heat 1 of Futures here in Phoenix. Jump start from Larson in the 12, and we go green. 4 wide off the line, 5 wide, they nearly touch. It's Spalding. Choate, came across into Larson, into the first corner, contact. 3 cars into the wall, up and over goes one, and it's Thad Weaver in the 42. We talked in the drivers' meeting to be careful in turn 1, and gentlemen, they were not. Jokering is James Watson in the 39.
Awful contact in the rear there, Josh. Horrible accident.
Emmett King and Michael Choate came together. James Watson leads, Kendall Collins in second. I'm going to answer you publicly, Brian. It does list jokers, so we are all good. No worries. So,
look at that.
Watson leads, Collins all over the rear wing of the 39, rounding into the dirt over this jump. We know how terrible, terrifying, chaotic, whatever phrase you want to use, is this jump at Phoenix if you get it wrong. And here's the wall on driver's right inside of the dirt sector here in Phoenix. We used to be able to rip that asphalt like Brian talked about in the open, but now you can't. You have to change your line, change your way of driving. And Watson holds off Collins by about 0.3 of a second. Behind them, Emmett King in the 13, Cody Winicky in the 9, and Alex Larson in the 12. Michael Choate trying to make their way still in the 84 in 6th.
Tight racing here back in the mid pack as Alex
Watson over the
goes off
jump,
for his...
saves it from the lead. Thought he was pointed towards the wall there for a moment. Sorry, Josh.
You're good. Alex Larson off to his second joker now, builds up a bit of a gap to the drivers behind him, but it's not going to be enough to catch up to those in front. It might be close here on the merge. Larson able to grab it.
Watson, Collins, Larson, King, Winicky, and Choate, who has spun in the 84 from the back of the field. So the winner transfers out of these heat races. So James is holding a very good position at the moment.
Do we want to go back and see what happened at the beginning?
That's
Yes.
what I'm looking at.
All right, I think that was. Let's see if this works. Off the beginning, what happened here? We're 5 wide. One car comes up, just
Battle for the lead into turn 2. Collins to the inside on Watson, making the move side by side. Collins on the curb and spins it slightly. Back going again. Sorry to cut you off there, boys. It was chaotic in turn 1, and right as we go to a replay, some shenanigans happen. Jokering is Collins in the 167. What does this do to strategy with Collins leading? That joker is going to give him the win. Checkered flag for Kendall Collins in the 167, transferring to the feature. Watson second. Third will be King. No! Winicky, they touch! Across the line, I think it was Emmett King by 0.083 of a second over Winicky. Larson, Choate, and Weaver to the semifinal.
What a
Michael
finish
coming
there
through
at
with
the
no
end.
rear.
That car's in pieces.
Yeah.
And just confirming the classification after heat number 1.
Okay. I'm in it now, boys. I'm very sorry. I was having an issue. It looked like on my side that there were no jokers, and I was panicking. I didn't want to rebuild the session.
We're all
But
good.
it seems like we're good.
Heat 2. Benjamin Archer, Dylan Thomas, Chris Susky, Daryl Young, Casey Knight, Joe Pascucci, and Jamison Leckenby for our second heat race of the night. Kendall Collins will be on pole position for the feature race. Later on, we get set for the second heat. Hopefully we are nice and calm into turn 1. Green flag off the line.
Ooh,
Better jump for
good
Knight
start.
compared to Thomas. Down to the first corner. We're 4 wide. Everyone be nice and cordial. Unbelievably, no contact through the first corner. Down to turn 2. Susky deep on the brakes. One car slides, one car
Ooh.
around. It's Dylan Thomas. As Susky nabbed him. As we have the 2 Taco Bell Cup cars. One going to the Joker, Jamison Leckenby. Over the jump goes Chris Susky. Pascucci all over the rear wing of him. Leckenby exits the Joker. He will lead at the end of the first lap, ahead of Casey Knight, ahead of Joe Pascucci, Susky, Young. Jokering is Thomas and Archer in the back of the field, guys. Side by side, Young. Contact with Susky, it looked like, in the dirt.
Oh my God. That is not how you rejoin the track.
That was something I wasn't paying attention to. Daryl Young paid the price on his own mistake.
Yeah, Benjamin Archer still. I'm surprised he walked away fine from that.
Future's mistake. Leckenby
Something
leads.
like that.
Susky Jokers. Susky nearly spins it in the Joker. Casey Knight to second. Susky comes out battling Pascucci. I watched at the end of practice, and granted there were 28 cars on the same track session. Susky over the curb. If we can focus on this battle for the third position down to turn 1. Susky in the 96. Inside is Pascucci in the 015. Pascucci takes the spot. These guys wore down the dirt to the
Wide.
asphalt in the dirt. Side by side again. Pascucci, Jokers in the 015, the man from Michigan.
Smart move.
Leckenby leads in the 51.
Smart move from Joseph Pascucci there to get out of danger. He made a simple,
Five,
made a
21
slight
Jokers as well.
mistake. Yeah, slight mistake there into turn 2. Knew he had to get out of it. Didn't want to be side by side over the jump. It makes complete sense. Oh, a battle brewing in the back for P4.
Thomas and Archer, 5th and 6th for the moment. And like we talk about all the time, it doesn't matter if you're not going to transfer. You get a better qualifying spot for the semifinal later on.
Archer just not
What's
able to get turn 2.
What's interesting is this track's going to be worn down in Heat 3 and Heat 4 later on. We are already blitzing through the dirt that's laid on top of the infield road course here in Phoenix. So it's going to speed up, and then the guys that don't transfer out of those heat races are going to have a fresh track immediately. So it's going to be very jarring for them as Leckenby takes the white flag.
I'm curious to see if anyone, how these drivers, especially the ones that aren't going to transfer immediately, and even them really adapt to not being able to drive for a couple races, and then the other drivers that have to do ones that are back to back. These cars can be a handful.
He's jokering as Casey Knight in the
Oh,
36,
almost
battling
side.
Leckenby on the rotation. Checkered flag is flying off the final corner. Leckenby will hold it.
Oh.
Over the sleeping policeman goes Casey Knight. That'll definitely be a slowdown penalty, I believe. Leckenby transfers. Casey Knight second tentatively. Susky will come home in third, or rather, what happened to Pascucci already parked. Apologies for that one. So,
Yeah, it
What
decided to
happened?
put they put 2 people that parked it at the front of the tower.
I see.
What happened to
Susky,
Blame-
Thomas, Archer,
blame
Pascucci, and
iRacing.
Young. That's
It's iRacing doing iRacing things.
Heat number 3. Races go quick. We ran one heat race in the time that it's taken all of these already in Phoenix. Rateau, McDade, Funk, Watkins, Yutzi, Lawrence, and Ballant, and birthday boy Olivier Rateau is on pole position in the 63. Heat 3, green flag in Phoenix. Super quick, super fast, down to the first corner. We're 3 wide. Ballant nearly into Watkins. Funk nearly got hit by Lawrence down to turn 2. The real first braking opportunity,
blinking.
overtaking opportunity. One car blinking. I think it was Funk. Side by side, Rateau and Ballant,
Still
who will
blinking.
joker on the first opportunity. We've got 3 cars,
them.
4 cars,
5 of them.
5 V2 on this joker rotation, Josh. On the outside, Watkins making it pass, and the joker thought about it on McDade. McDade goes wide. There's a little bit of asphalt textured way out by the tire barriers.
Oh,
if you can have
passing
the
the
confidence
joker.
to use it. Did we have a pass that I missed? Apologies for that one.
We did. I believe that was Christopher Yutzi passing on the inside after a mistake from Kevin Boland in the
Was.
Joker. Oh,
Easy
Boland
to-
attacking again.
Side by side for the lead. McDade and Watkins side by side for second. Balland and Yutzi. We got 5 cars under a blanket with these guys. Balland touches
Boland.
McDade.
Oh, better Joker. Good
Side
move
by
from
side,
Boland.
Yutzi with McDade over the jump. Another car involved as well. It's Scout Lawrence. So Watkins and Balland done with their strategy. McDade, Yutzi, and Scout Lawrence. Lawrence to the inside passes Yutzi. One car exiting the Joker. It's Funk behind
contact
them.
with the wall. Yutzi makes the pass again.
Comes Yutzi making the move on McDade into turn number 1 and down to turn 2. Lawrence makes the move, trying to do the 2-for-1 special.
Dangerous move from Scout, but it pays off.
Josh Darnell, I have a question for you. You've been
Yes.
practicing on this track this week. I haven't touched. Don't think Josh has touched it either. How is racing with other cars with this new wall?
It's interesting. So, as someone who comes from, I would guess you'd say the legacy Phoenix, that wall never used to be there, and hugging the gravel on the inside was kind of the strategy to get extra grip and a little bit of extra speed down to the start-finish straight. But with that wall there now, it adds sort of a it makes that no one line is perfect now through the last horseshoe. Oh, Kevin Boland all over the rear wing. Oh, he gets sideways though. Can't make it happen.
Struggling over the jump.
Anyway, Brian. It's nerve-wracking. It's hard to pass. There's in rallycross, there's a lot of bumping and shoving, and the cars they react predictably. In the cross car, as I said last week, the car that's attacking is kind of at a disadvantage. If you two make contact, I mean, you can bump them in the rear a little bit to get them to move and maybe overshoot their corner, but it's difficult to make a pass here. They really have to make a mistake. We're might see a bump shove right here, and with Chris Utsi and Scout Lawrence.
Here comes Utsi and Lawrence into the Joker. Will they come out battling Watkins? I've lost Watkins on my screen. He's been blinking in and out. In the Joker, they nearly come together, but they won't challenge Warren Watkins for the Heat 3 win. Watkins will take the checkered flag, transferring to the feature. Bolland, Utsi, Lawrence, McDade, Clinton Funk, and Olivier Rateau for the semifinal.
Nicely done from Watkins. Nicely done. Kevin Boland with a lot of strong moves there. Almost got into a pretty nasty accident. His front right made contact with, I believe that was Utsi's left rear, and that could have been bad.
Heat number 4. Already. Romain Rateau, Darren Canfield, Wyatt Pearson, Nick Kulikowski, Ethan Oliver, Tyler Graff, and Chris Spalding.
There is no Romain Rateau.
Just
I
kidding.
think he joined as a driver like I did.
Romain
He's
definitely did. Yep, green flag. I know how to read, I promise. Down to turn number 1. Canfield with an open grid spot. Pearson touches Kulikowski. One car involved as well. It's the 771 of Graff. Down to turn number 2.
Another one in the front.
Canfield. Contact with Oliver and Spalding battling him. Messy start to heat number 4. Jokering's Oliver in the 724. Everybody is back going, but everybody saved the chaos for heat 1 and heat 4.
Good reaction from, I believe that was Spalding and Oliver up in P1 and P2 to avoid Canfield. That was very close. Very, very close. Good reaction, good driving from both of them.
For the first time this season, also, we are featuring the orange plate in the timing tower for Chris Spalding, our first points leader.
Keep an eye on him all evening long as the points leader. Oliver leads, Spalding second, Kulikowski in third, Pearson fourth, fifth Graff, sixth Canfield in this fourth and final heat race of the Futures Division. Jokering is Kulikowski in the 22. Jokering is Pearson in the 17. As they both exit. It's going to be crucial if these guys can run a wider line through the Joker and utilize that bit of the concrete that was the escape road or the infield road course. Get the bite compared to the guys on the dirt. It's Oliver and Spalding. Last lap, Spalding was 7/10 faster. He Jokers in the 0:39.
Good move.
Pearson
Good
now
move
following
from Spalding.
Kulikowski in the 22.
Crucial from Spalding. Spalding knew he was faster. He saw himself faster through Sector 3. He felt faster through Sector 1. He knew the Joker just made sense. He had to get around. Ethan Oliver's now going to come out. He's still going to be P2, but now he's going to have to defend.
Laps to go. Spalding, Oliver, and Kulikowski. Kulikowski was a second faster than Oliver the last time around. As we go through turn 2, we focus on Wyatt Pearson for the moment, the man from Montana for JC Simsport. In the 17.
Oliver. I believe Oliver has one Joker left. Spalding might as well. So they saved it for the... If that's the case, Spalding might have finished his Joker strategy. I believe Oliver has at least one left. He's saving it for the last lap, so if he can keep this pace...
Oliver
it might be out of
according
reach.
to timing, have one left. If
Then
refreshes...
this... Nope, they
Spalding
had one
passed
left,
him.
so this is it. They better Joker.
Through the first couple of corners to the Joker.
Spalding goes.
Spalding
Oliver
and
goes.
Oliver. Everybody else done with their strategy. So easy to mess up with the walls on driver's left and driver's right through the Joker. Chris Spalding rounds the final corner to win heat number 4. Oliver's second. Kulikowski's going to hold off Pearson and Graf, Josh, it looks like, through the dirt.
Nicely done from Pearson. Oh, close battle here at the end. Just going to get him.
Graf, Canfield in 6th.
These cars can really take some beatings and keep on driving. We've seen some pretty bad accidents tonight, and all these drivers are most of them are finishing their races. That's nice to see.
Grid 4, the first semifinal. James Watson, Ethan Oliver, Christopher Utzi, Dylan Thomas, Alex Larson, Tyler Graf, Clinton Funk, and Daryl Young. These guys get a fresh track. For example,
We'll see how they
Oliver, who
react.
just ran on a obliterated track. He's going to have a fresh track.
My eyes on Watson.
Ready
Careful for a
semi-
mistake.
Final A in Phoenix. Be careful into turn number 1. Green flag. Wheel spin off the line. Better start from the second row of the grid. From Utsi compared to Watson, we're 3 wide. Don't do anything too crazy, and they didn't. Down to the first braking zone.
Oh,
Young to
tight
the
in the
inside
rear.
of Thomas. Gets hit by Funk. Around nearly goes
Ooh.
Larson, and the 12 spins. Jokering against
Larson and
Graf. He
Utsi
came
get-
across in front of Ethan Oliver, and Alex Larson not happy over the radio. As Watson to
I
the
wasn't
inside
really-
on Oliver in the Joker, and Watson makes the move.
Impressively done from Watson and the Joker. Not a lot of room to do it. You need to be very crucial. They cut the nose off of, I believe that was Young, coming out of the Joker. It's going to be tight. We'll see what they do. Someone goes to the in. Oliver goes to the inside,
Oliver.
backs out last second.
Comes Utsi as well in the 833. And these races are super interesting on the RX tracks because we had 4 cars transfer. We're not going to have 4 cars transfer. iRacing lists 2, so let's at least go with 2. Utsi to the inside on Oliver. They touch into the dirt. Young in the
Still on
Joker.
the inside.
Watson holds the lead. Side by side, we're 3 wide on the Joker exit between Utsi, Oliver, and Young. 1 car off the road. It's Larson in the 12
that
out
was
of it
Larson.
as Utsi touches Oliver on the straightaway down to turn 1. Fiercely battling for the transfer spot. Utsi takes it compared to Oliver. Over, under for the 724.
Oliver will have the drive, and he makes
What a
it happen
move.
again.
But now
Oliver
he's
holding
not going to have the
strong.
best line into the jump. You have to run that asphalt on driver's right. Josh, he was a little bit farther left. Jokering is Young.
Utsi almost
Utsi
touches.
sends him.
Trying to make the pass happen. It looks like he gives the spot back. It didn't look like he meant to
Exiting the
take it
Joker.
like that.
Here comes Daryl Young. 2 laps to go. These guys squabbling for 3rd and 4th are allowing the other 2 to run away with the transfer spots. Utsi look left, look right down to turn 1. Room is given. They touch. No issue, really. Battle for the lead. Watson, Young, and Utsi in 3rd. I thought Oliver was going around there.
For certain. Good defensive driving from Oliver. We have a battle going on for P2
Young
right
to
now.
the inside on Watson. As ripping
He's gonna
the
spin it,
curb
collect
into
Watson.
This is huge because Utsi
contact
exits the
here.
Joker. Clinton Funk, left front, demolished on the 122.
Man, he makes contact with Daryl Young,
That's
who was
the
already
second-
sideways.
That is the second bad rejoin, I think, for Daryl Young tonight in 2 races. Tyler Graf leads. White flag. Utsi second. Oliver, Watson, Thomas, Young, and Clinton Funk. And Larson in 8th.
And I'm hoping it pulls 3 drivers, Josh, because I told it 12 for the feature, and it should be 332, but iRacing is only listing 2.
We shall
we'll see what it does.
what happens.
If they gave us a 10-car feature, they gave us a 10-car feature, but
Jokering,
James
Utsi. Tyler Graf will win the first semifinal. Utsi second. 3rd will be Oliver. Technically, tentatively, on the outside looking in. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. Watson 4th. 5th Thomas. 6th Young. 7th Funk. And 8th Larson.
Unfortunate ending for James Watson. Just an ambitious
good.
move from Daryl Young. Gets them
Future's mistakes.
Turn sideways.
You never
Yeah.
make a move exiting the jump like that. Never, ever, ever. You follow him in, and then you try and outbreak him into the dirt here. Semifinal B. Casey Knight, Emmett King, Nick Kulikowski, Scout Lawrence, Benjamin Archer, Michael Choate, Canfield, and Olivier Rateau. On paper, another 2 cars will transfer out of this race. Green flag.
Amazing
No
start
wheel
from
spin
Casey
for Knight in the 36. Pinching Lawrence was Kulikowski and King. King putting Kulikowski to the grass. To the inside
wall.
goes Lawrence. Into the wall goes King in the 13. Rounding turn 2. Very tricky to drive these cars. Into the Joker goes Knight.
Right off.
Jokering goes Choate. Over the jump. I tested with one of my teammates, Adam Sweet, at Winton last week, and it is so hard. You think you want to flat foot it just like the rallycross cars, right? Absolutely not. You have to be so gentle on the gas, so gentle on the brakes. Casey Knight leads. End of the first lap.
Impressive pass from Michael Choate there in the rear. He was able to make it stick 2 wheels off track. Good pass from him to move him up to P4 at the time for the time being. Gets a little
Kulikowski.
sideways coming over turn 2.
Into the Joker goes Choate, goes Kulikowski, goes Lawrence. Knight still leads.
Lawrence
Canfield
may
as
take
well.
it here for the time being. Let's just see where they come out. Doesn't look like it. Casey Knight's going to hold on for the time being.
Halfway
Good
in
response.
Semifinal B.
Good response from Scout Lawrence, but just not there. They got held up in traffic, and it just wasn't enough speed there. But they're trying to make something happen on track now as they close the gap even further.
Choate has wheel spin off of turn 2,
Ooh,
holding off Kulikowski.
decisive.
Jokering is Lawrence.
Decisive move from Scout Lawrence will definitely put them to the lead. Now they just got to
Now-
run away.
Casey Knight battling Kulikowski on the rotation. 2 laps to go for Lawrence in the 08, who leads. Knight, Kulikowski, Choate, King, Canfield, and Archer, and Olivier Rateau.
Two
I am-
laps to go. Josh, you think Casey Knight's going to respond here?
You have to, because I don't. It's a catch-22, but I mean I would right now, and they are
Ooh,
not.
They didn't.
Okay.
Saving it. Interesting move, but they must feel confident they can maintain this gap. 1.5. I'm not entirely sure what the delta is with the cross cars, so we'll just have to wait and see.
King and Canfield, Joker in the back. White flag for Scout Lawrence. Casey
Scout
Knight
Lawrence, 40 point.
in second.
Casey Knight was faster by a 10th last time around.
Ryan's making some form of noise. What you got?
I was just watching some drivers in the backfield hit the little barrier and lose it. They regained it. I think it was Darren Canfield.
Jokering is
Casey
Knight.
Knight off to the Joker.
Kulikowski stays out into
Ooh, this
the
might not-
Joker taking the lead. You have to run deep, but they'll have the run off the asphalt.
This
Will
may
we
be
see
too much
emerge
for-
like 2023 A lights between myself and Clog? Not tonight. And Casey Knight leads and wins semifinal B in Phoenix. Lawrence will
Nice
transfer
closing.
Kulikowski, King, Choate, Archer, and Rateau, and Canfield. Best of the rest.
Beautiful effort from Scout Lawrence out there to try to get it to close away. The 2 Jokers back to back definitely must have had Casey Knight sweating a little bit there at the end of the race. Nicely done from Casey though to close it up. Beautiful finish. Didn't seem like he was sweating one bit.
Canfield's deciding to take the oval off the green.
Hmm.
So we get
Well,
ready
you
for
know.
semifinal C. Paulan, Susky, Winicky, Pearson, McDade, Pascucci, and Weaver. For our third and final semifinal of the Futures event. Then these guys get a nice fresh track and some warm up. We get set to go. 7 cars, 5 laps, 2 Jokers. Green flag. Off
Ooh,
the
bad
line,
start in the rear.
fairly calm. Balland, Susky, Winicky, McDade. One car in the middle, it's Pearson in the 17. Vescucci in the 015. Into turn 2. Susky all crossed up. Pearson still 3 wide with Vescucci and with McDade, who will joker on the first time of asking. We've got 3 cars. It's McDade, and then it's Winicky and Susky for the joker.
Oh, they got into each other over the jump. Someone's in the wall.
Vescucci into the
that
tires
is
in the 015. And Thad Weaver.
Unfortunate.
Thad
And
Weaver was landing. Vescucci was just veering left. There was nothing Weaver could do.
Nothing he
Take a
could
second
do.
look.
Just bad timing.
Oh,
Nothing he could do. What awful timing. Awful way to end the night. Kevin, I believe we had 2 cars joker last time around. We did, although... Oh, move
Winicky
Kevin
and
Boland
Susky.
over to joker now.
Balland making the joker in the 49
Weaver
for
was
KLR.
Weaver was able to get around Boland somewhere when we missed when we went back to the replay. So good moves from Weaver to get around. Boland back to the lead, maybe. Yes.
Exiting and finishing. Lap 2. Balland, Winicky, Susky, Pearson, McDade, and Weaver. Haven't seen Cody
Oh, the
Winicky
time
in
is
quite
messed
some
up.
time.
There we go. Yeah, it's
Former
nice to have him back.
Contenders race winner. Believe a contenders champion off the top of my head. Man from Arizona. Great to see you back. Over the jump in car number 9.
Looking to make a move is going to be Cody Winicky in this horseshoe. But Kevin Boland holds strong. A good defensive line. Closes off the inside. Doesn't make it happen.
2 laps to go for Kevin Balland in car number 49. Cody Winicky in the 9. Sitting in second, third right now. Chris Susky, Wyatt Pearson all over the rear wing. I have to put my team owner hat on and say, Wyatt, please, let's transfer to the feature here, my friend. As he goes to the inside, locks it up, I thought, nearly into Susky.
Well, there goes Cody Winicky off into his joker. Move him to the
Susky
front
and
of
Pearson
Boland.
joker as well. I think they're going to get by Balland as well, but we'll have to see on the rotation. It's so tricky now, Josh, without the asphalt on the inside. It's going to be hard to get used to these guys running truthfully all the way in the dirt.
Without a doubt. It especially for some of your more veteran drivers that have just been doing rallycross, especially in the rallycross cars, I can tell you from personal experience that it's even harder to break the habit to not shoot for the gravel on the inside.
As Winicky
Kevin
leads,
Boland
half a lap to go.
Boland will respond.
Susky
see where
and
that puts
Pearson battling for third. Over the jump went Winicky. Here comes Balland in the 49. We take a look at Pearson over the jump battling Susky. Into the dirt for the final time for Winicky. Will they be side by side on the merge? Winicky surges. Balland does not have the momentum. And through the dirt, across the line, Cody Winicky wins semifinal C. Balland second.
Nicely
Third
done.
will be Susky. Fourth, Pearson. Fifth, McDade. Sixth, Weaver. And seventh, Joe Piscucci.
Nicely done from Winicky to close it out there. Kevin Boland definitely gave him a run for his money. Kept him honest throughout that entire race. I think if Winicky would have made even the slightest of mistakes, that would have been Kevin Boland's race to win. Nicely done from 1 and 2. Chris Susky will come in and P3. I know that was a hell of a fight he had. I think we're ready for
Grid
one
is
there,
set
boys, right?
for the Futures feature. We're going to step aside for just a couple moments, allow these guys to warm up, and on the other side of the break, we go green in Phoenix.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it. Side between these two and Turmoil. This is going to get spicy. Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap. Clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Robbie's going with this one.
You're so interesting.
The NASA Cross Car Challenge is brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Go to Whiplash or Facebook.com/WSimCams for all your camera needs. Don't know where my music is gone. There it is. If you like what you see tonight, follow us on all platforms: ASN TV USA, YouTube, Twitch, Dark Web, Instagram, TikTok. Everything. Anything that's got a thing where we can put a handle, we have a handle there. Go ahead, go find us. Hit the follow, hit the like on this stream. Do all that fun stuff. Really helps us out. Thank you all so much. And if you'd like to race with us, you can go to NASASimRacing.com. If you'd also like to sponsor this league, NASA Cross Car and NASA Rallycross are both looking for sponsors. Go ahead, join that Discord and hit me up. I'm at the top of the user bar. I'll be able to help you out there. But we welcome you back to round two, and that's Cross Car Challenge, the Futures Division. We're about to get ready to go to the feature. My name's Brian Sawyer. I have Josh Mertz and Josh Darnell in here with me. How are you boys feeling about the feature? It's 10 cars because the iRacing decided it doesn't like me when I built the session today, so that's a fun one. So we'll have to do that for the Masters. Somebody's Josh Darnell is climbing back into the rig or something. I don't know what he's doing, but that is not a noise I like to hear. Josh Mertz, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm equally as frustrated as you are in regards to iRacing not sending us 12 cars to the feature, but c'est la vie, it be what it be. We are here at Phoenix getting ready to go. We've got 10 cars getting ready and set. We'll go over some programming notes after the feature because I noticed we didn't go over those before the race, but super excited. This wall on the inside has proven to be interesting is not a good enough word, but I say it that word because who knows what's going to happen with Masters with the World Championship caliber drivers who are used to running that line, as Josh said earlier. It's that muscle memory. It's going to be some interesting stuff as we get set for round two of NASA Cross Car Futures in Phoenix. And our grid looks like this. On pole position, Kendall Collins in the 167 is Jamison Leckenby, Warren Watkins, Chris Spalding, Tyler Graff, Casey Knight, Cody Winicky, Christopher Yutzi, Scout Lawrence, and Kevin Balland for our 10-car, 10-lap, 2-joker feature races. Thanks for joining us on ASN Live. Of course, don't go anywhere. Once the checkered flag falls, we will have the NASA Cross Car Masters in just a few moments as we gear up and get set for round 2 of Cross Car Futures in Phoenix. Green flag off the
Good
line.
start from Leckenby.
Great jump for Leckenby. Blocking the inside is Collins ahead of Watkins into turn 1. No contact. A little bit between Knight and Graff. Down to turn 2. First braking opportunity. Locking it up is Watkins. Saving it around for the lead.
Oh, no. Oh, my
Collins
goodness.
to turn 2. Watkins survives. Knight had to cut the track. Here comes Winicky in the 9. Yutzi, Spalding, Graff, Lawrence, Collins, Balland, Leckenby in the back of the field now. Jokering is Spalding to the race lead is Spalding in the 039 at the end of the first lap.
That was some of the best accident avoidances I've ever seen from Cody Winicky. If we can go back, I think we're going to look at that once all these cars merge, because we're having incidents already again. Scott Lawrence just got thrown off the track by somebody. Cody Winicky falls to third off of the rotation. Yeah, we're going to take a quick look back at that before we get too deep into this race. Let's just watch Cody Winicky here.
Leckenby and Collins both get turned at the same moment.
Wow.
Winicky just splits the waters. Yeah.
Back to live pictures in the Joker. This is Cody Winicky in car number 9. He will come out ahead of Chris Spalding. So Winicky in the 9 ahead of the 039 of Chris Spalding on lap number 3. Our length between them. Graff, Knight, Balland, Yutzi, Leckenby, Collins, Lawrence, Field, right on board Spalding.
And there it is, utilizing that tarmac there at that and turn number 4 after the jump is super important to get the car at the right angle for this
Jokering is
horseshoe.
Graff. Exiting the Joker is Graff in between Winicky and Spalding. And something that I want to correct myself, Cody Winicky did not win a Contenders Championship. I remember now, gentlemen. He was unfortunate to run in the same seasons when Cody Cosgrove dominated and won the Contenders Championship. So Winicky, no championship in NASA Sim Racing. He holds the lead on lap number 4.
Interesting.
As Yutzi and Leckenby, what a off the track. Oh, they touched in turn 2. Did Yutzi and Leckenby. Yutzi had to cut the track. As he's battling.
They're gonna touch again. Oh. Thought they were about to touch again.
Leckenby certainly the race that could have been. Good start from him, but early mistake puts him all the way back to P8. He's got time, but it's running out. Halfway
Battle
through
for
the
the
race
lead.
now.
Into turn 1, into turn 2. Spalding looks on the inside. Oh, Graff move him to the lead.
Nicely done.
Last round, beautiful move by the 039.
Not to the lead. P2. Winicky is still in the lead.
Listen, my timing's all.
I understand.
Thanks for fixing me on that.
I just don't want to
With
review
all these cars. One car in the jump. It's Scout Lawrence. Massive hit for the 08. Off the track they go. Day done.
That car's broken. These cross cars can take a beating, but sometimes the hit's just too much. Cody Winicky out and away. Both Jokers done. Spalding's bound to respond.
Spalding's got one left.
He has
Just
clean
10th
air, though.
up.
Spalding could stay out.
Graff and Balland.
Spalding
Nobody's
will.
jokered
He'll stay
behind.
out.
Everyone's done with his strategy except for Casey Knight behind Spalding. So you could almost utilize the pretty worn-in track near the end of this race as we're halfway through. Remember, top 5.
Spalding.
Like Josh said, you got clean air in front of you, and you know nobody can pass you on a Joker. You keep that clean air. You don't go get in a fight that you don't need to be in.
4 laps to go for Cody Winicky.
Spalding's got to bring this down further, though. The delta is not 2 seconds. So it is crucial for Spalding to get a move on. The gap 2.5 as it accordions up.
Graff, we stay focused on him. He is in the 4th position, in the 771. He was in the fence a couple races ago, and here he is, looking good. top 5 transfer, he's holding one of those spots.
Lap number
3 laps to
8.
go for
Time
Cody Winick.
Time is running out for Chris Spalding. He's got to make a move. He still has that Joker, but he needs to get that gap down to 1.5 if he's going to try to make this based on the momentum. We've seen drivers come out of there 1.6, 1.7 seconds delta. It's just not enough to bring him to that line.
He's down to 1.2.
We may see. I want to see where it comes across as they come across the start-finish line, because it gets weird coming through that horseshoe sometimes.
2
He
laps
may be
to
faster
go
through there.
for Cody Winicky. Let's take a look at lap times. 39.8 for Winicky, 39.1 for Spalding. Spalding's looking good to upset Winicky. It's been since 2023C Indianapolis since Cody Winicky stood on top of a podium in NASA Sim Racing. He won contenders that evening and then swept the World Championship race that night. Looking good. But Spalding Jokers now.
Joker.
Is there any battle? I think it might be over unless Spalding makes a mistake. We're going to take the white flag.
It'll be
Winicky
tight.
good in the off-road trucks. He knows how to get the bite. Spalding to the lead.
1 lap. Spalding needs to focus now. Head down. Don't look in that mirror.
Points leader came oh so close to winning the debut race last week in Wheatland. Did an over-under move on Kendall Collins. Collins took the spot back. Cody Winicky's not done. There's a car length between them, surging on the asphalt into the dirt. You want to utilize the asphalt on driver's right. There's a little patch of it over the jump. Car length.
Oh, it's going into the wall!
Spalding's around! Over jumping. Pressure got to him, and Winicky to the lead. It has been 2 years since Cody Winicky stood on top of a podium in NASA Sim Racing. He gets it done in Phoenix and Futures. What a move. What a moment for Spalding as Winicky takes the checkered flag.
Nicely done from Winicky to just put the pressure on and get the move done. But man, oh man, what a night it could have been for Chris Spalding. Beautiful racing from him, but God, Future's just really you can see the pressure sometimes.
As classification, Winicky, Casey Knight second, Warren Watkins third, Tyler Graff, Balland in fifth, those 5 will transfer, Utsi, Leckenby, Spalding, Collins, and Lawrence, our remaining running order in the feature. Ryan, you take it from here?
Yeah, that was an excellent race. I'm gonna get points done here as fast as I can type. I had it pre-done, but then that accident happened. It kind of made me readjust everything that was going on. So let's take a second look there. There's Cody Winicky at the top of the tower. Oh boy. Okay, points are typed in, I believe. Maybe not. They're unofficial. That's okay. They're always unofficial until next week. Go ahead. This race happened. And see if there's any changes this week. A lot of team points changes. But let's go ahead and go over to overall points. Coming out of this week, Chris Spalding still top of the tower, 58 points. Kendall Collins in second with 50. Warren Watkins up 3 positions to third with 49 points. Casey Knight, Kevin Boland up 6. James Watson down 3. Scout Lawrence up 1. Christopher Yautzi up 2. Cody Winicky up 67 positions just for showing up tonight. And Wyatt Pearson down 6. Go ahead and look over at the team's points. Toy Story Racing, top of the tower now with 86 points. Kieran Lifflander Racing 2 and 3, rounding out the podium as such. JC Academy, TWRS Teal, Prismatic Motorsports, Impact Sim Sports, Red Slice Gaming, Kieran Lifflander Racing 4, and 5 Star Esports are the remaining teams there. All right, so that does it for Futures. We're about to head over the Masters division. The top 5 from this race will head on over, along with about 22 or so other drivers for this evening. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. NASA Masters is next.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN, safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds it.
Side between these two in a turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McLaughlin contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up into the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. Grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to hold his spot.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN, safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the terminal, this is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McLaughlin contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up and to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Rocky's going to hold his spot.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN, safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and
Side by
holds
side
it.
between these two in turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap, clog at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up Benny to the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Ronnie's going to hold the spot. The NASA Cross Car Challenge on ASN. We are back for round 2 at the Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona. We had an awesome race in the Futures Division earlier on. Just want to remind everyone that NASA Cross Car, NASA Rallycross, no matter what it is on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash SimCams. Thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for all of your camera support, no matter the track, car, series, whatever it may be. Facebook.com/WSimCams. If you like what you see tonight, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network, no matter the platform, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, dark web, whatever it may be, ASNTVUSA.com. And if you'd like to race in NASA, NASASimRacing.com. We're also looking for sponsors for Rallycross and Cross Car, so jump into the Discord server, find Brian, annoy him about some details with that. You can get your name on the logo, on the car, on the broadcast, on the graphics, whatever it may be, as we are finishing up practice for the second round of NASA Cross Car Masters here in Phoenix. With Josh Darnell next to me in the commentary box, Brian Sawyer floating around the box and the production truck. My name is Josh Mertz, live on the Automotive Sports Network. And gentlemen, we saw a crazy race a couple moments ago, and I'm expecting more of the same in a few moments' time.
Without a doubt. Josh, I can only imagine what the Masters class drivers are going to have to bring to the table. I'm for certain that we're going to see. I'm curious to see if we see some low 38s. I'm curious to see if 38.5 is the limit, or if there's somebody out there that's going to push it even further. Maybe we'll see somebody get put under the needle's edge, the knife's edge, so to speak, and maybe they'll bust out something we haven't seen before. Who knows? Hopefully those tire barriers don't collect anybody else, though.
And that, I've seen some of these guys over the jump absolutely sending it. They are at a 45-degree angle to the earth and somehow flattening the car and landing. It's pretty interesting stuff. Former world champion Evan McFarland for Channel 199 Sim Racing has gone to the top of the board in practice at a 38.743. Athena Leclerc 38.845. Zach Blanche 39.0. Brian, do you have a minute to go over programming notes, or are you fixing stuff internally?
I do. I have a minute to go over anything you want. So,
Anything you say?
Anything.
Let's keep that for ASN After Dark, please. Thanks.
Okay.
It is ASN After Dark.
It is. It's 9:30 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? All right. So next week we have NASA Rallycross Futures and Masters. We're going back to a truck track.
Rallycross.
I
You know how to
can't
read?
No. I blame the kids all night for not knowing how to read, and look at me now. I'm just like them. NASA Crosscar Futures and Masters next week. We're going back to Bark River for a truck track. Then we're going to Winton for the first time ever. Crandon, sneaking in a sim car at Daytona. Then we're finishing this series off at Daytona. And look at that sim car at Watkins Glen. They're running an only banger series this time. It's a lot of great tracks. Maybe two that are a little interesting, but I like them all. So that's what we got for that. I think we can look at points going into this series, Josh, before we get going. Let's look at points in here. Matthew Lindy and KH Donahue tied at the top of the tower, 31 points apiece. Evan McFarland, 28. Indy Kirkenbauer, 24. Romain Rateau, Aiden Irvin, TJ Staver, James Watson, Athena Leclerc, and Keenan Kusin rounding out the top 10. In the team's points, Kieran Lifflander Racing at the top with 42, TWRS Blue 31. I don't know why 5-Star Esports is there with 0, but that's fun. TWRS TL 26, tied with Kieran Lifflander Racing 2, Mickey Esport, Move Over, Speedy Time, Red Slice Racing, TWRS Yellow, and JC Academy.
As 26 cars getting ready to take to the track. A couple of notes. James Watson involved in an accident in it was one of the semifinals in the Futures race. He did not make the feature. He did not transfer to this race. And no KH Donahue tonight. So a couple cars will fall down the order. Want to bring up a couple, actually one driver that has not made a NASA race in, I think it was here, 2023A NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship at Phoenix. Justin Robichaux's last race, from what I remember, in NASA Sim Racing was that event. And how ironic that he's back in a cross car here in Phoenix.
There's no way.
Super exciting.
He's back. The Justin
back.
Robichaux with it. Oh my goodness gracious.
Former Contenders champion, normally sits up here on Monday evenings for Contenders. He's back.
Oh, he'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. No worries. No one
Got all the
crying.
cameras.
He's got the feet. He's got the heart rate monitor that looks like it's at 0 right now.
He's got the feet.
Okay, that is
That's
ASN After Dark.
Dark.
All right. We're letting these guys just run a couple more laps. We're just hanging out, and I want to take a look. Never mind. Brian has clicked the button. And if I click this button correctly and I don't break everything, 27. So we're hanging out. Thanks for hanging out.
Goodness.
We're all struggling with keeping our voice. Brian's lucky to stay awake. He's not feeling well. He's under the weather. He's a trooper. Josh wanted to go take a nap at 7 o'clock, but we're here.
Hey, you don't have to
Just
out me
bed.
like that. Oh my
That's just
goodness.
bed.
That's bedtime at that time.
Oh
There's-
my
there's
goodness.
Nothing else. Listen,
My wife
first
says
car
the
on
same
track.
thing.
Cody Crosgrove.
I know
Apparently
that
the
the-
9 car.
I know that the track was really worn in, but Zach Blanche hit a 38 flat at the end of practice. Now, I am curious to see what these drivers are going to be doing in the feature race.
Now it is open setup for these Masters drivers. Cody Crosgrove over the jump. We did not take a full lap and enjoy the cross car here at Phoenix. So let's ride on board the former 2-time Contender Series champion, Cody Crosgrove, car number 9. Enjoy the sights and sounds. Off the final corner for the Ultimate Contenders race winner, Crosgrove in the 9. He will set the benchmark. Right behind him is Eric Kaplinger for Move Over at Speedy Time. 40.4. Kaplinger 39.6. The times begin to roll in. Cartwright 39.6. Blanche 38.7. 3/4 of a second off the time in practice. Umut Akinisley in second in the 31. The man from Turkey staying up. Actually, he woke up a couple moments ago for this race. Athena Leclerc goes to second in the 61. Ina Kusan to fifth. Cartwright, Pollard, Goddard to seventh. We take a look at Aiden Irvin in the 259. Aiden Irvin goes to 11th according to timing. Merrick to 15th.
Impressive times we're already seeing coming out. 2 of our drivers in the 38s. Those are high 38s, though. As lap 3 rolls around, I'm curious to see if we're going to have anyone dipping even further beneath it.
Saver to third, 39.006. Grady to 15th. Where is
Matthew
Lindy, last week's winner, paying tribute to Greg Biffle in car number 16. Athena Leclerc to second. Where is the world champion, Kieran Lifflander? It's going to take me a while to get used to that, boys. Kieran Lifflander, world champion, has not gotten on track yet. Former world champion Evan McFarlane messed up his first lap.
You know how they are. They always wait till like the last couple moments to go out there on track.
Well, Kieran's got 11 cars to manage now. I think he's probably walking some of them through qualifying.
I'm in his server, and I said, when did this happen? It used to be just you, and now there's like 900 of you in the server. I was so confused. Justin Robichaud to 12th. Lindy improves. 38.720. He's 0.013 off his teammate Blanche in car number 2. Indy Kirkenbauer in the 100 goes to 8th. Where's McFarlane, former world champion? Over the jump of channel 199.
I think we're looking at Matthew Lindy.
We are, and he just broke his GoPro.
McFarlane in the 0-4, off of the final corner to end his first lap. What will he do? The former 4-time world champion across the line. 38.853. He goes to 4th quick. As times continue to roll. Wienicki's going to finish his 3rd lap apparently in the 17. I don't know if numbers are correct at all in this, but here we are. And Lifflander's on track in the 20. McFarlane over the jump in the 0-4. Through the dirt. Remember that barrier on the inside? There's so much muscle memory. I could tell the body language of that car. He wanted to go for the gravel on the inside, Josh. Across the line, what will he do?
It's hard to wrestle. It's hard to wrestle with.
38.829 for the kid from California. Now we look at the new world champion, Kieran Lifflander, in car number 20. And he will begin his first lap for KLR. Disappointing week last week for the kid who's won everything in NASA Rallycross along with Evan McFarlane. Will the luck turn around? Into turn 2, turn 3.
So close to that wall.
Perfection is needed through 4. Utilize the asphalt drivers right on the right to get the car to grip over the jump. Into this sweeper, you can utilize that curb to get the car to rotate as well, and into the dirt. Again, it's a bit of unfamiliar territory for these guys. As we round the corner, everybody else is done with qualifying, so we pay attention to the world champion Lifflander across the line in the 20. What will he do? First lap, 38.720. He's 3rd. It's 0.06 of a second between Lindy Blanche and Lifflander.
I think Lifflander just hit the wall. It looked like that back left tire got a little loose on turn 2. I don't see any X's or flags for it, so
he's given up the second lap. He's given up the second lap to maximize, because you don't have the asphalt, so you have to maximize the run out of the dirt. And we've got 1 lap left for Kieran Lifflander. Car number 20, all-time wins leader in the NASA Rallycross Lights World Championship. Down to turn 2. Into the wall, it's over!
Breaks the car on that contact, too.
Greedy is the wrong word, but it's the only word I have in my head for this. You get so greedy, you get so anxious, and so you just want to floor it, and you just want to get through the corner. Your only rear-wheel drive, it pushes you out wide. Off the road he goes. That gives pole position to Matthew Lindy, last week's winner, car number 16. Oh, hey, Kieran's not happy. So inside baseball here. Matty Grove had a I'll get to it in a second. Matty Grove had a macro key. He pushed the button and it put text chat onto the screen. I think that distracted Kieran. He told Chris to shut up and he told Matt to shut up. Drama.
Ooh.
Drama.
I mean, I can understand it, but I think that does come down to you should really just have text chat off. You know what I mean?
I referenced when I was testing with my teammate Adam Sweet last week. We were testing and he's talking about all these boxes, and I said, Adam, I'm driving the car. I don't have any boxes on. I don't have any bars on. I don't have my mirror. My mirrors are on, but I don't have virtual mirror. Nothing. You want no distractions when you're driving these cars. And one little distraction results in Kieran Lifflander qualifying third. Lindy Blanche, Lifflander, Leclerc, McFarland, Staver, Umut, Cody Winicky, Keenan, Indy Kirkenbauer, Zach Goddard, and Kevin Bolland, the top 12.
Something that Kieran Lifflander definitely isn't used to, though. He's in good company. He's got his teammate right there with him in qualifying P4. So we're curious to see what Athena Leclerc can bring into her heat race.
As we shuffled through the remaining qualifying order, we head to heat number 1 in just a moment. 5 laps, 2 jokers, just like earlier on. And the iRacing field size glitch has been fixed, so we will have, I think, 13 cars in this feature in a moment. Our grid for Heat 1, Matty Grove, Tom Grady, Aiden Irvin, Casey Knight, Keenan Kusan, Evan McFarland, and Matthew Lindy, former teammates, the 04 and the 16.
Josh, if I can grab you for one quick second before this heat starts, how important do you think the starts are going to be?
In Masters, incredibly important. Whoever you beat to this turn 1, you have to treat turn 1 like it exists and also doesn't. Focus on whoever you're racing into turn 1, box them out. They could win or lose you the race, especially in Phoenix,
without
how
a doubt.
hard it is to pass.
Now, I am expecting nicer racing in the Masters class, but we'll see how these guys handle turn 1 and turn 2. It's going to be interesting as we get ready for heat number 1.
Getting set, heat 1, green flag in Phoenix, off the line. Casey Knight, what another amazing start in the 36 from the Futures driver. Grady and Grove on the outside and inside. Words are hard. We're 3 wide down to the first corner. Grove leads. Former contenders champion in the 472. Aiden Irvin around is Grady into Kusan. No issue for everybody else, unbelievably.
I cannot believe no one got hooked on Grady's car. Those little metal railing, that little roll bar that comes out of the side, man, oh man, does that save these tires from getting locked up on one another. 3 cars jokering,
Irvin,
3 cars
Lindy,
out.
On the regular course, Casey Knight, Futures driver, so surprised and shocked that they made this race, leads at the end of the first lap in Heat 1.
Well, Casey, let me tell you.
Looking to the inside. Sorry, Josh, 2 seconds here. Kusan to the inside on Knight. They touch! Off the road goes the 36. McFarland to second.
Casey's not going to be happy about that and can't get it recovered. Falls down to P4.
They just said, sorry if I turned in on you. So there's no emotion or no upset there at all. All right. McFarland jokers in the 04. We've lost Matty Grove due to a connection issue in the 472, and I think he was in a transfer spot. At least in the front of the field. Apologies there. It's the worst.
I know that all too well. That is the worst thing to happen. Matty Grove will have a chance to bring it up in the consolation race, but we'll see what he can bring there.
Arlen,
Matthew,
Kusan, Knight, Lindy battling Knight.
No jokers
Better
yet.
Corner for the former contenders champion, trying to rip the outside in the 16. He goes to the joke.
Smart move from Lindy. Don't want to get involved in a fight. Casey Knight, as I was saying earlier, Casey, if you don't think you belong in these cross-car tracks now, man, that start proved it.
And that was an incredible start. You just smoked multiple NASA champions off the line. It was incredible. 2 to go for Evan McFarland.
Irving cuts the nose off a Knight coming across the start-finish line. Just gets in front of him.
Down to turn 2. Easy to lock up the brakes. We focus on Aiden Irvin nearly into the tires.
My
Rounding turn 3, 1 off the road. It was Tom Grady staying out of the way. Thank you, Tom, in the 535. Good sportsmanship.
Kusan is just past Evan McFarland. I believe Kusan's in a joker right now. Yes, he is. They may come out side by side.
Take the white flag. Former world champion McFarland leads. Ian in second.
Lindy with one One Joker left. Can he make anything happen?
Will we see?
38-8 for Lindy. 39-0 for Evan McFarlane last time around.
Farland,
Last lap, Lindy
Keenan,
needs to get this
Lindy.
right.
Jokering is Lindy in the 16. Over the jump goes Keenan. Behind McFarland in the 04. Lindy has the asphalt. McFarland has to deal with all of that dirt, but I don't know if Lindy doesn't have it. Former world champion
won't even have
McFarland,
P2.
pole position in Phoenix. What a surprise.
Nicely done from Evan McFarlane and
Keenan.
bringing up from the rear.
For the semifinal. Lindy, Casey Knight, Aiden
Lindy.
Irvin, Tom Grady, Matty Grove.
Casey Knight, the race that could have been, but Matthew Lindy crawling across the line. I don't think he was happy with that result. I think he felt like he could do better there, but still good racing from everybody. Tom Grady, though, man, he made out the worst of them all. Unfortunate turn 2 accident happens.
And Casey Knight, I'm going to roast you, right? I appreciate that you're watching the cast while you're driving. Mute it. You don't want to
For the love of God, man.
Mute it and drive the car.
Yeah, appropriate flame.
Grid 4, Heat 2. Warren Watkins, Chris Lunan, Scott Merrick, Cartwright, Kirkenbauer, Staver, and Blanche. Look over at Discord, and I'm server muted. I broke something. All right. Heat.
Josh, that was me.
two.
You
Was I
were
doubled up?
just still talking in Discord. Yeah, I just took care of it without having to tell you, but now I'm telling you.
We're here. Heat number 2 in Phoenix. Off the line, missing the start was Merrick. He stays way back. Blanche in the middle of a couple of cars. Watkins leads Lunan. Cartwright touches with Blanche. Blanche on the outside, 3
blinking.
wide with Lunan in the middle. Unbelievably no contact through turn 2. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Jokering for the first time of asking is Blanche and Lunan. They're side into the Joker. This is tricky stuff. Not a lot of room to move. As Watkins leads in the regular course, Kirkenbauer behind Lunan and Blanche. Let me tell you, I raced in a random official with Indy Kirkenbauer and a couple of randoms in that official race. And Kirkenbauer, amazing in these cars. They were a second and a lap, half a lap faster than me at Winton earlier this week. Blanche leads at the end of the first lap.
Good pace from Chris Luning at the beginning of this race. Oh, gets squirrely over the turn number 2. He's going to be side by side.
Send into turn 2.
He may have it here on Chris. Chris is going to be forced to Joker, and yes, he does. 3-2 other cars
him in
follow
the
him.
15. Cartwright follows him. As deep on the brakes is Staver in the 15. Did he move him? Did he touch him? It didn't look like it on my end. At exiting the Joker, Staver in second. Can he take the spot on Blanche? Surging off of the Joker comes TJ Staver in the 15. Blanche leads at the end of this. No way into turn 1. Absolutely no way. He's going to make it work. Down to turn 2. Staver has gone from third to first in one corner. Here comes Blanche back to the lead.
TJ
It's
Staver
heat
too
2.
hot coming
Why am
into
I
turn
screaming
2.
like this, guys? Chill out.
TJ Staver tried to make it stick, but he's carrying too much speed into turn 2. He's going to look for another move coming around to the horseshoe now. Zach
Running
Blanche
deep
having to go
into the
super
dirt.
defensive.
Oh, there's no room there. And they've made it work. Unbelievable racing in Cross Car Masters. 2 laps to go for Zach Blanche. And Staver do it again,
Zach-
Josh. We'll see.
Zach Blanche giving it all he's got. Both of these drivers have a Joker let to give.
Again, they
TJ
touch.
crosses him
Lead.
up, makes him take the slower line, takes the lead.
I'll tell you
Oh,
what,
Blanche to the
though.
rear of him.
Blanche Jokers, Cartwright Jokers. This might bring Jeff Cartwright into the conversation. Where is Warren Watkins? Watkins has both Jokers left. He has taken his first one. I'm fascinated to see what will happen with the rotation coming to the white flag. Blanche to the lead, Cartwright second, Staver in third. Staver now stuck behind
Cartwright
Cartwright
might
for
blow
a
him
quarter of a lap.
Staver's going to have to Joker. He has to respond now. He has to.
Bauer, Merrick, Lunan, and Watkins. We've lost Watkins. It looks
Oh,
like Staver to the
dangerous play
inside
from
on
Staver.
Cartwright. Unbelievable
Dangerous
commitment
play.
for the 15. Multiple amazing moves for Staver as he takes to the Joker.
Good job from Jeff Cartwright there to keep it together. Got him loose a little bit. I didn't see contact, but I don't think he was expecting it.
Into the Joker, rounding the Joker, trying to get the bite off the corner Staver, utilizing the asphalt that's far, far
think
out.
Blanche may have it.
Staver, no, Staver's got the run. They touch!
Oh,
Around
contact!
goes Blanche! Checkered flag for
Oh
Staver!
my goodness!
Wow! It was a repeat of 2023A lights between myself and Josh Klog, but this time the car on the regular course got the worst end of it.
Oh my goodness. And I think they were going for the same line and just came together, and Blanche somehow makes out worse. I didn't even see TJ Staver's car move. It is so interesting how these cross cars take that. I do not think that was on purpose. A hell of a race from TJ Staver.
No, I think that was
Blanche
on Zach
getting it
Blanche,
everything he
actually.
could.
TJ Staver was exiting. He had as wide as line as he could, and Blanche came out looking like he's...
It seemed like he came up.
Trying to grab
from
that
I couldn't
same
get a
line,
good
yeah.
angle. Did he? Yeah. That is
Heat three.
unfortunate.
Cody Crosgrove, Romain Rateau, Justin Robichaux, Goddard, Umut, and world champion Kieran Lifflander. It says 4 minutes ago my heart rate was 88, so I'm assuming it's coming down from where it was. You guys are going to make me freak out. Oh, yeah. This is just a heat race, ladies and gentlemen. Heat 3 in Phoenix.
You'd get confused with NASA. These guys don't treat it like just a heat race.
And that way for 13 years. Green flag.
Oh, wheelies
Off
off
the
the
line.
start. We were told you wouldn't see them.
I was told you weren't going to wheelie. In the
Yeah,
back of the field,
right?
is Justin Robichaux in the 193. Here comes Lifflander, the world champion, in the 20 to the inside, sending it on Crosgrove, sending it on Romain Rateau. Rateau to the lead. Lifflander's gone from last to second in 2 corners. I told you that kid is something special when he was winning the world championship, along with McFarlane, Jokering, Rateau, Jokering's Crosgrove, Goddard, and Umut. Umut to the inside on Goddard. Goddard nearly fenced, and he did. Here comes Umut in the 31, takes the spot. At the end of the first lap, Romain Rateau leads. Where will they come out of the
He
Joker
may
battle?
get them.
Lifflander.
Oh, goodness.
Side by side, Umut and Lifflander, 31 and 20. Into turn 1. Such a scary corner to go side by side in. He's got the grip. Looks to the inside on Crosgrove. Back to second.
Yeah, they kind of just let him have it. That was very interesting. I'm surprised I didn't see a little bit more defensive driving. Maybe they're, like Lifflander he can be intimidating when you're behind, when you're in front of him. He can really shake you up. Oh, almost sideways over the jump was Goddard. That was good recovery from him.
Rateau in the 23 leads. Lifflander in second. Crosgrove, Umut, Goddard, and Robichaux. You're right on board, Kieran Lifflander.
Lifflander,
Dual world champion in NASA Sim Racing. Looking good in second.
You have to take his Joker, and it looks like he's already caught up to the rear of Rateau.
Takes the Joker in the 20. For KLR, Crosgrove follows him. Robichaux follows them as well.
He will definitely have Rateau, but Crosgrove's going to come out battling him, I believe.
No contest for second between Rateau and Crosgrove. 2 laps to go for Lifflander.
Oh, over the... Justin Robichaux almost got turned over sideways from that sleeping policeman. That was very close from him.
He was trying to avoid Umut, and he saved it in the 193, did the former contenders champion. Joker's strategy is done for Crosgrove. Lifflander Jokers, Rateau Jokers. Robichaux, car's broken, I think, in the 193. He is trying to stay out of the way, I think.
Yeah, Goddard moves up 2 positions. Make it maybe 3 if he comes out of this Joker good. Nicely done from Goddard.
Phenomenal racing all evening long, ladies and gentlemen. This has been terrific for NASA Cross Car. As Lifflander,
looking inside.
Goddard, and Crosgrove, former Contenders Series champions in the 29 and the 9.
Last time
over the jump as we
boys,
take a look
clean
at the race leader. Dual world champion, lights and supercars for Kieran Lifflander. Bad start to the season last week. He's going to pick up where he wants to, winning Heat 3 in Phoenix.
Nicely done for Kieran Lifflander to pull it away. Romain Rateau will also get out of this one alive. P2 for him. Zach Goddard, after an amazing race, brings it home in P3. Cosgrove just looks, I don't know, Josh, he seems a little uncomfortable in these cars.
I think it's his first race this week. So compared to these guys having practice last week and the week before when it launched.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Heat 4. Robichaux, Kreutzer, Kaplinger, Balland, Winicky, and Leclerc. We get set for the fourth and final heat race of the evening for Masters in Phoenix. Green flag. Off the line. Everybody having some wheel spin. Down to the first corner. Robichaux leads Kreutzer. 3 wide with Winicky, Leclerc, and Balland. Will they make it 4 wide with Kaplinger? They will not. Down to turn 2. No contact. Just kidding. Athena Leclerc right to the back of Cap in the 277. Who jokers? Kreutzer, Winicky, Leclerc, and Balland stays out. So a 3-3 split.
This is good from Klaus Kreutzer. Right now he has control of this race. He has Winicky on his tail, though. Winicki's coming off of a win, so he's going to be feeling hot. I'm interested to see if he's going to be able, if Kreutzer's going to be able to keep Winicky off of him.
Former Futures champion Klaus Kreutzer in the 77, but that was in the Beetle Light a couple seasons ago. Winicky in the 17 behind him. Leclerc and Robichaux in the 69. Robichaux all crossed up and he saved it. That's what's so tricky about these cars. It goes from I have grip, I'm stable, I'm fine, to I'm crashing instantly. You think the RX cars are bad? Leclerc or Robichaux jokers?
Without a doubt.
Am I half paying attention? Why does Jake Robichaux have a black flag? Did he jumpstart?
I don't know.
I
can look at that.
That happen. I'll go back, Josh. You can.
You got it?
Cool.
Side by side, what is happening with Leclerc in the 61? They were 3 wide.
She's been
Robichaux,
surging.
Winicky, and Leclerc.
She has been surging. Was a jump start from Jake.
So that's going to throw him out.
Line.
Going to put him in the back. Kreutzer.
I'm guessing his
Robichaux.
didn't.
Winicky, Kaplinger, and where is Leclerc? Coming to 2 laps to go. Joker strategies are going to be done, except for Kevin Balland. From what I'm seeing, Balland's got both of his jokers, but did he not take? We'll have to see when timing updates. Apologies for this one, because it says he hasn't taken any. We're coming to 2 laps to go. We'll see what happens here. So Balland will have to take his jokers now. He's minding his own business in the 49. Leclerc all over the rear wing of the 69 of Robichaux.
Getting held up. He needs to make this pass happen.
All done with their strat. Winicky into the wall. Goes Robichaux up and over in the 69. Massive crash for the Canadian.
Oh, well, that black flag may have left him there, but I have a feeling it's going to be the consolation race for Jake tonight. That is unfortunate.
Kaplinger, Balland exit their first joker. He hit the inside wall and a send and a half for the wall.
So much pressure from Athena Leclerc. There was no chance.
We have not had any flips, have we?
Yeah, well, not every night, guys. You have to keep the audience wanting something.
Around goes Cap into Kevin Balland. Now this will give. That's going to affect them. But Winicky, boys, he's got a joker left. Over the jump goes Kreutzer and Leclerc.
His car is done.
And Winicky, as Leclerc to the inside on Kreutzer, battling for second. That doesn't matter, though, for the transfer, as Cody Winicky snookers his way to the Heat 4 win. Kreutzer best of the rest. Leclerc, Balland, Kaplinger, and Robichaux to the semifinal.
Nicely done from Winicky. Hell of a race from Klaus Kreutzer at the end there to hold off Athena Leclerc. That was excellent racing. Athena cannot be the race that she wanted. I'm sure she wanted to transfer out of here to get up there to race with Kieran. Give her teammate a little bit of support. Something I'm sure Kieran, a welcome surprise to be sure.
Semifinal A. Keenan Kusan, Klaus Kreutzer, Zach Goddard, Warren Watkins, Aiden Irvin, Eric Kaplinger, Justin Robichaux. First semifinal of the evening.
How many people transfer? Is it 4 or 2 or 3 this time?
It should be 3.
Looking like 3. Getting set.
Here we go.
In Phoenix. More chaos expected. Green flag off the line. Great jump. From one car on the inside, it's Goddard, along with Kreutzer in the 77. Keenan stuck in the middle with Irvin on the outside. Down to turn number 2. Watkins in the 26, looking 3 wide. Not anymore. Side by side, pinch to the tires was Keenan. battling with Goddard. They touch. No, they don't. They both take the Joker. Regular course goes Irvin Robichaux as everybody else takes to the Joker. Keenan and Zach have figured their squabble out. Keenan to second on the Joker rotation.
Zachary Goddard, learning from last race's mistake, didn't go for the pass there. I was worried I was going to see a repeat, but he kept it calm, kept his cool. I'm sure he's going to be looking to make a pass happen on track, though. I think Goddard's the car language is saying he feels faster. Klaus almost gets it turned around in turn number 2.
Kreutzer leads. Keenan done with his strategy immediately. Goddard's going to follow him. Top 3 transfer in this semifinal. Keenan, Goddard done with their strats. Aiden first Joker. I don't know if I would have followed Keenan if I was Zach. We talked about it before.
He
End of the second lap, Keenan leads.
But I don't know if that's going to matter much. Kreutzer's proven to be pretty fast here. They're going to be. These two got to run away with it now.
Any Aerotech fans hanging out with us while your boy's on track? Maybe you aren't. I don't expect you to. But if you are, thanks for hanging out with us as Keenan Kusan leads in the 0-3.
Very
Goddard
interesting
in the
strategy.
29 and second.
Yeah, very interesting strategy from Goddard. It almost puts him into be in P3 after this is all said and done. Maybe team strategy, I don't know, but we'll see. They may come out side by side.
Kreutzer and Kusan side by side. They don't touch on the merge. 2 to go. Side by side into turn 1.
Side by side.
Into turn number 2. Who will budge? Keenan to the lead. Kreutzer over under. Former NASA champion. Wheel spin. Couldn't get the bite off the corner, Josh.
He went for the wider line to maybe get the drive coming off of the oval, but it just doesn't stick. These cars can accelerate so fast that sometimes taking that wider line doesn't matter. I think it would have been smarter for Kreutzer just to keep the pressure piled on. You do not want to give
on Aiden Irvin. Sorry, Josh. Aiden Irvin exits the Joker in 4th.
You don't want to give P1 a chance to escape, especially if you think that they may be similar pace with you. Last time around, 39.5.
40.2 at that Joker.
For Kreutzer.
So Keenan, Klaus, and Goddard hold the transfer spots in the semifinal. Aiden is on the outside looking in as the top 3 transfer with Robichaux in the back. Watkins as well having some connection issues in the 26. Over the jump for the final time.
Robichaux in the Joker.
As Robichaux's got a Joker, the former contenders champion.
He may have an
Missed
upset.
it there. Goddard to the inside on Kreutzer. Goddard
This
might
could
lose
become
this.
disaster for
Exiting
Goddard.
the Joker. Keenan, Klaus,
they're
Robichaux moving
Justin
Goddard
might get
out
it.
of the way. Side by side at the line, it'll be Justin Robichaux snookering a transfer spot.
What a hell of
What a job for the
sneak
former
attack.
champion.
What a sneak attack from Justin Robichaux.
Wow.
Coming at the end. Just biding his time out in the mid-pack, waiting for his moment, and my lord, what a time to strike.
Cartwright, Lindy, Leclerc, Crosgrove, Merrick, Grady, and Jake Robichaux for semifinal B.
This is going to be interesting.
I said snooker 2 races in a row. My vocabulary is better, but my brain's turned off. We are focused on action here, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for the second semifinal.
This is going to be hot, Josh. Lindy and Leclerc are coming with a chip on their shoulder.
Green flag. Great jump from the middle from Crosgrove. Oh, my goodness. We're 4 wide into turn 1. Leclerc better back out of it. She doesn't. They don't touch. They do. They made it 3 wide through turn 1 into turn 2. Still no contact. I spoke too soon. Around goes Grady, collecting Merrick in the 310.
At the same spot in his heat race, Grady spins it again.
Leclerc leads ahead of Crosgrove. Jokering is Lindy in the 16.
Put Lindy to an early lead on this Joker if he gets everything right.
Exits and takes the lead ahead of Athena Leclerc. Crosgrove, Cartwright, Robichaux, Grady, Merrick off the track.
Now, Josh, this is super important. Lindy and Athena, I have a feeling, are coming to this race, and they both want to win. They both feel like they're faster. They both feel like they got something to prove. It's super important that they also realize.
Nearly touched. Sorry, Josh. In turn 2. Super important they realize. Go ahead.
Super important they realize that this is only the consolation. We still have the feature. Do not kill each other.
Especially then if you killed each other, somehow survive, and you make it, and you transfer, that'll open another can of worms for the future. Lindy leads. Leclerc still second. Cosgrove holds the transfer in third. Cartwright. I have been so impressed with Jeff Cartwright in the 55. This is another instance where a driver comes in. I mean, no disrespect when you watch this back. So brand new, so fresh, so slow, and showing pace now in the 55 is Cartwright. Amazing stuff.
Without a doubt.
Everybody has shown. Everybody's shown so much growth, and especially with this brand new car. Seeing this happen in real time is awesome. Cosgrove was all crossed up over the jump. Jokering is Leclerc. Battle for the lead. 2 laps to go. Leclerc will have the run on the 16. She doesn't. Down to turn 1.
These cars have a little bit of a draft, so it's important to see. Athena's going to dive to the inside.
She looked. 61. 16. They touch. What a send.
Lindy just comes down on her. I think he's apologizing over the radio right now.
Lindy says, I thought that they'd both make it. Leclerc takes the second Joker. Lindy's done. Lindy's done with his strat. Where's Cartwright? Cartwright Jokers as well.
It's not going to be a contest. Lindy should have this in the bag. Should have the transfer spot just taken care of in the bag. Just bring it home at this point.
White flag. Leclerc leads. Lindy second. Cartwright in third. Robichaux in fourth. Cartwright has a Joker left. Robichaux does not. Cosgrove does not, or has one left. So Cartwright might sneak Lindy.
Cartwright off to the Joker. He may. 37.6 last time around for him. 40.1.
4 tenths up on Leclerc last time around. Into the Joker. Exiting the Joker goes Lindy. Cartwright. Leclerc looking good off the final corner. She will win semifinal B. Lindy holds second. Cartwright will be third, and the final transfer car as best of the rest, former contenders champion Cosgrove, Robichaux, Brady, and Scott Merrick.
Hell of a race from Athena Leclerc there. Multiple opportunities that she seized on track. I mean, she held on to P2 without even taking her Joker. So nicely done to come home with the win. Really secured it. Lindy has his work cut out for him if he's going to cut through that midfield.
I cannot get over how amazing this car has driven the last 2 weeks. This has been phenomenal stuff.
The races it provides.
Have we lost Ryan?
We have not.
I don't know.
Oh, well, there we go. Now it's good. All right. Semifinal C. Romain Rateau, Indy Kirkenbauer, Casey Knight, Balland, Umut, Chris Lunan, Matty Grove, Zach Blanche. And I'm expecting another great start for Casey Knight in the 36. Another 5-lap 2 Joker. Top 3 transfer in Phoenix. And Matty Groves Knight has gone from bad to worse. He just fell out of the server again on the grid. Former contenders champion out in the semifinal. Green flag. Casey Knight did it again. We're side by side, maybe 3 wide. Rateau gives them plenty of space. Just kidding. Barely enough space. Contact with Knight and with Balland. Balland nearly went skyward again for the second time tonight. Side by side, Knight and Kirkenbauer. Kirkenbauer gets the bite off of turn 2. Jokering for the first time. Rateau, Balland, and then that's it. Everybody else to the regular course.
Blanche is all over the rear wing of Casey Knight right now. He needs to be careful. I just saw a gigantic surge from
Blanche to the inside. They touch. Rateau leads at the end of the first lap. Grove is back in the session. So, Rateau, Balland, Kirkenbauer, Knight, Blanche, Lunan, Umut, and Grove. Knight and Kirkenbauer. This is going to be a frantic battle for the transfer Knight Jokers. If Casey Knight makes the Masters feature after not even expecting to make the race, that'll be something else. Zach Blanche Jokers following Casey Knight in the 36.
He's not letting him get away. He's not letting him get away.
Wide as Knight.
Casey Knight takes it wide.
Blanche takes the spot. The Australian won his first race in the NASA Rallycross World Championship in Daytona last season, beating the 2 kids in that race that evening. Snuck his way into the transfer right now in car number 2.
Blanche has got to keep his composure. Bolin will take his second Joker.
So hard to maintain composure, like we talked about it. This car is
Oh!
so touchy. Side
My
by side in the
goodness.
Joker, that's Lunan and Umut.
Rateau hit the sleeping releasing coming off the jump, and I thought it was over. Lunan moves him out of the way and says, "Thank you very much."
2 to go. Kevin Bolland lead. Rateau, Blanche. Knight,
Ooh, side by
Kirkenbauer,
side.
Lunan, Umut. Side by side again, Umut and Lunan. Battling for 6th like it's for the World Championship. Down to turn 2. What a send from the Turk. Can he get it?
Good
Yes, for the
switchback.
moment.
And parks him.
Lunan couldn't get it
Nicely
done.
done. Going back up to the front.
Kirkenbauer Jokers.
Boland
Rateau
currently in the
Jokers.
lead. This is going
This'll
to
be
be
a
close
battle
between
come to
Rateau
white
and
flag.
Boland.
Yes, sir. We are on the same wavelength. But Bolland holds
Ooh,
it.
no, it was not. Good
Blanche
exit
and
from Kevin
Kirkenbauer.
Boland.
Kirkenbauer on the rear wing of Blanche. This is
Oh,
for the
looking for
transfer
a-
spot.
Looking for a way around, too, is Kirkenbauer.
The inside on the 2 goes the 100.
Deep to
If
the
these guys
inside.
come together, Casey Knight's going to love this. It's- Kirkenbauer leaves him just enough room for Blanche to take
Nice.
the transfer spot back.
Nicely done from Blanche. All 3 off to the Joker, not what Casey wants to see.
Will this affect Bolland? Will this affect Rateau? We'll see through the final corners.
I don't think Blanche is going to have
leading
Boland.
the Joker Brigade. Bolland leads. Blanche second. Third is Kirkenbauer, sending in his
Casey
Knight over
looking.
the sleeping policeman. Kirkenbauer ramps on the back of Rateau, and Rateau at the line will hold off Kirkenbauer and Knight for the final transfer spots.
Hell of a drive from Casey Knight to try to bring it home. I'm worried he may have a track cut, though, and it looks like
He
he
has a track
did. That is super unfortunate. Good effort out there. Can't bring it home, though. Hell of a race from Kevin Boland.
As the grid is settled for the Masters race in Phoenix, we're going to step aside for one last time on ASN on the other side of the break, the Phoenix Grand Prix.
You're so interesting.
I love your browser history.
I like that you're not hiding anything from me.
By the way, nice IP address. I like your neighborhood.
You are so special. This ad is just for you.
I learned so many things from you.
You are so generous with your personal data.
Switch on privacy, switch off trackers and viruses. Go to NordVPN.com. NordVPN. Safely be you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Absolutely be doing what he has to do. He has to go for the championship. He has to recover the points that he lost. He's down the race, takes the lead in the 12. What a move. And he takes the lead and holds
Side by
it.
side between these two in the turn one. This is going to get spicy.
Exiting turn one, over the jump to begin the first lap clock at the inside line. McFarland contact between them. They are still side by side. This opens the door for Wetz. He can't make anything happen. From the 26, he has not won in quite some time. Dragster acing the entry to turn one, up and into the inside of Magnus, gives him a nudge. The grip strip on the inside, Phil. Wetz had a little bit better run, but looks like Robbie's going to hold his power.
You're so interesting.
The NASA Cross Car Challenge on the Automotive Sports Network, brought to you by Whiplash Sim Cams. Cameras provided by Andrew Cardinale IV and team. No matter the track, no matter the car, no matter the series. Thank you so much, Andrew, for all of your contributions. Facebook.com/WSimCams. If you would like to get some immensely awesome camera angles for iRacing, I just want to remind everyone that if you like what you see tonight, be sure to like and subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Dark Web, wherever it is, we are there. ASN TV USA. ASNTVUSA.com if you'd like your content broadcasted as well. We got 30 of us hanging out. It's been an awesome second night of the NASA Cross Car Challenge. And if you'd like to join us, NASASimRacing.com. And we are looking for partners for 2026. Whether it is NASA Rallycross or NASA Cross Car, join us, drive, talk to Brian about some sponsorship. We will figure something out as we welcome you back to the Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona for round 2 of NASA Cross Car Masters. Josh Darnell, Brian Sawyer. My name is Josh Mertz on the Automotive Sports Network. And gentlemen, we've got 45 seconds until we roll. I need a quick prediction. Josh, you first.
You know, I'm interested to see what Evan McFarlane and Kieran Lifflander can do on this track. I know that they're going to be battling it out together, but you know, I think I'm going to pull a dark horse. I think we might see Athena Leclerc or Matthew Lindy run away with this. I'm worried that Zach Blanche might find himself caught up in traffic again.
Brian?
I'm also going with Matthew Lindy. I think he's got a lot of real world experience with smaller cars. He drives a sprint car in real life, so this is pretty close to a wingless. So I think he's got a little more idea of how this thing feels.
Lindy trying to do what was only done way back in July of 2012. Elliot Porterfield won the first 2 rounds of the NASA Rallycross Challenge way back then. Matthew Lindy trying to do that same thing, equal that record. But Evan McFarlane is 0.017 faster than him and Athena Leclerc. Can she redeem herself from last week in Missouri? Our grid for our 13-car feature in Phoenix. Evan McFarlane, TJ Staver, Kieran Lifflander, Cody Winicky, Keenan Kusan, Athena Leclerc, Kevin Balland, Klaus Kreutzer, Matthew Lindy, Zach Blanche, Justin Robichaux, Jeff Cartwright, and Romain Rateau. As we take a quick look at that grid. 13 cars. Oh, Jesus. I'm not ready for this. 10 laps,
Yeah, I know.
2 jokers, hard hats, gloves, glasses, safety belts, safety
that
harnesses,
PT on.
get all of it. It's going to be nuts into turn number 1. Futures drivers represented in orange. Thanks for joining us on ASN. We get set to go green in Phoenix. Green flag in Arizona. Off the line. Wheel spin aplenty from everybody. We're 4 wide. Ball end got squeezed. He backed out of it. It's side by side for the lead between Staver and McFarland. Staver's been incredible tonight. On the outside, Liftlander, the world champion. Contact with Winicky. He's around. Staver got saved. Contact in the back with ball end. Winicky around his Kreutzer in the 77. Staver and Liftlander. Regular course. Jokering as McFarland over the jump. Goes the 20. Nearly into the tires. Goes the world champion. Leclerc follows her team owner. Blanche in the 2. Rateau, ball end, Robichaux, Winicky, and Kreutzer on the Joker. At the end of the first lap is former world champion Evan McFarland. Keenan Kusan close behind. Staver battling Lindy in the 16 on the Joker merge, Josh.
A hell of a start. Klaus Kreutzer getting the worst of that accident in turn 2. Kind of just, he walked right into it.
Inside
Nothing he could
Lindy
do. Contact.
Staver as
Contact again.
Sorry,
Lindy will hit the
Liftlander.
wall.
2-for-1 special. Lindy caught up in massive contact with Cartwright, and the 16's got some damage.
Lindy able
What
to
a
get it back.
avoidance by Liftlander, though.
Great avoidance from Liftlander. Lindy getting just caught in the right spot at the wrong time. TJ Staver not willing to give up that spot, at least not easily. Lindy's on the back foot now. 1 Joker down,
Orland,
2, so that's the
Liftlander,
worst.
Kusan, and Blanche side by side into turn number 2. This is a repeat of NASA Rallycross, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We got Evan McFarland, Kieran Liftlander, and Zach Blanche in the top 3 right now after 3 laps. Keenan Kusan in the 03 sits in 4th. Any Aerotech fans hanging out watching your boy looking good here in Phoenix. Staver Jokers in the 15. Where will he come out? In the 15 for KLR, behind his team owner, and in front of Zach Blanche. You know, we talked about and kind of joked about TWR taking over NASA Rallycross. KLR has taken over NASA Cross Car. We've got Liftlander, Staver, Leclerc, Balland. Everybody basically is running for that team.
Without a doubt, something really should be said about the community that Kieran Liftlander has built over there. It seems to be growing more and more each and every day. And it's, it's nice to see.
Ryan, if you got something, feel free to jump in here as Leclerc exits the Joker, battling her teammate and Blanche.
I don't even know
contact with
right
Blanche.
Now, Josh. There's so much going on.
It's so hard to keep track of. I'm even struggling. Words are very hard tonight. 13 cars in this race. Did Blanche get a slowdown? I don't know if he did.
Oh,
I don't know. Oh, someone else.
Kieran makes a very rare mistake for the world champion. He hit the wall in turn 2.
Let's take a look at those wheels, see if they're actually attached. His left's good. His right's good.
He seems to be good.
Not
little tanks, dude.
Oh,
jokering at somebody side by side.
Staver and Keenan battling for second.
Evan McFarland currently running away with this.
Channel 199.
He's taken 2 Jokers. Staver has 1 left.
I think Keenan's done with his strategy as well. Over under. Here
Staver's
comes
got
Kieran.
a Joker.
Kieran saved it. Wow.
Did Kieran already take 2 Jokers there? No, thank goodness he had.
He was on 2 wheels on the Joker entry, and he saved it. This stuff's incredible. I don't care that it's a computer, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What you're watching is amazing. The control for these cars, I can't put it into words. All right. So Kieran, with that mistake, has nothing against the former world champion, Evan McFarland. Blanche and Staver battling. Staver into the back of Blanche. Battling is Keenan with Leclerc. I promise, I'm trying to give you guys opportunities, but these guys and girls are racing so intensely, I can't. And I'm genuinely sorry. It has been an amazing night tonight in Phoenix. 3 laps to go for McFarland in the 04. Around is Liftlander. Kieran, did he flip it? He did not, but he crashed again.
Moved Zach Blanche at the P2.
He was in the rear tires were in the dirt, and he couldn't get any traction and looped it because the track is worn in. It's done in Phoenix. To the inside, Staver on Blanche. And Leclerc takes the spot from her teammate. Up to the podium. Cartwright off the track in the 55. Something has gone wrong for the man from Oklahoma. 2 laps to go for McFarland. Leclerc wants more. She wants to redeem herself from Wheatland, battling Blanche.
She's got to make up the lost time now. They got 2 laps left to go.
It's Robichaux battling Liftlander in the back of the field. We focus on Leclerc for the moment. Justin Robichaux has had an amazing race in 10th.
Blanche has been taking turn 1 too slow, I think. Athena keeps catching up to him every single time.
And then at half up for her compared to Blanche. Blanche misses the asphalt. It is so important to hug that wall through turn 4, turn 3, I believe it is, to get you the precise line into the jump. McFarland flipped from the lead! The former world champion is out! This puts Blanche in the lead! A mistake by one of the kids puts Blanche again into an opportunity to win. This time it's in crosscar. And the luck has run out again for the former world champion for the 2nd week in a row. This gives Lathina Leclerc an opportunity. We take a look really quick on board. He clipped the new wall. It caught him out. Car length between them. Back to live pictures, Brian, because this battle's not over. Staver's got a Joker. DJ Staver sneaks off to the Joker. This might change everything.
Should have this.
Blanche holding second. Leclerc trying to get a 1-2 for KLR. Will we have a... Oh, no, I'm not ready for this. Joker merge. Blanche, Staver, Leclerc, they touch. Who comes across the line?
Not willing to give it up.
Curb. Leclerc gets turned and Blanche wins in Phoenix.
What a hell of a race at the end.
Unbelievable.
TJ Staver has a black flag. TJ Staver crossed the line with a black flag. He will fall back.
Oh, that's awful news.
Same thing that happened, what was it, Casey Knight earlier.
Awful news. Move Keenan Kusan, I believe that'll move him up to P3, Rateau up to 4th, and Lindy up to 5th. Kieran Liftlander, even after an awful mistake, finds himself in P6.
112 beats per minute, just if anyone's curious.
Oh my goodness.
Woo! Let me take a breath. Josh, take us through the classification, please.
So we have, at the end of our feature race tonight at Phoenix, Zach Blanche comes home in P1, 4/10 of a second after a very tense battle between Athena Leclerc, TJ Staver, and Zach Blanche. Athena Leclerc comes home in P2. Keenan Kusin will sneak home in P3 after TJ Staver crosses the line with a black flag. Lorraine Rateau in P4, Matthew Lindy P5, 6 is Kieran Liftlander, 7th Cody Winecki, Justin Robichaux P8. Brian went too fast.
I'm sorry. I feel myself fading as tonight goes
Justin
on.
Robichaux P8, Kevin Bolin P9, Klaus Kreutzer 10th, 11th TJ Staver after that black flag incident. Evan McFarland after the flip retires to the pits with Jeff Cartwright in 13th.
Real quick,
man, oh man.
If we can take a look, maybe at an outside shot of Evan's crash, and also if we could take a look at that finish while we wait for some interviews, because that was, if it rain, when it rains, it pours for Evan McFarland. He's either immense or crashing.
Unfortunate.
He took the line that he has ran for the last 3 years at Phoenix. You don't expect a wall there. There's normally a tire, a curb there, and this is a recap.
Kieran, same thing.
Kieran spinning, yeah.
Oh,
good job slamming on those brakes. And then let's look right at the finish. Here's that merge.
Incredible.
Yep, the same thing. I forget who did it to
He
Blanche.
hit that curb a little too much, got the black flag, crossed the line with it.
I forget who did it with Blanche in the heat race. I think it was TJ Staver, but that same exact incident occurred. And Blanche made out the worst of it the first time around. These cross cars, man, 50-50 shot if you're going to be on the worst end of it.
It's always the Joker in car's responsibility. And I don't mean to bring this up because I was involved, but when that incident happened here at Phoenix for the championship got decided on a Joker merge when Claw got pushed wide from that contact that we had. It was the same incident that would happen to Staver and Blanche. I'm trying to see.
I'm trying to get everything.
Terrific.
running.
We do have interviews, and once we pull them up, I'm going to let Mr. Darnell handle those, and I'll get points calculated for you, Mr. Sawyer. But what a race in Phoenix. Are you all set? We got Keenan? All righty.
Hold on.
Make sure you're unmuted.
Keenan,
There you go, Mr. Darnell. All yours.
Keenan, you got me?
Yes, sir, I do.
The race, we kind of noticed you got into a little bit of a tussle. The heat races were certainly nothing to be scoffed at. I saw you escape a couple wrecks. Talk me through starting this feature off. Talk me through getting through turn 1 alive after a very early incident. And then walk me through how you feel about finishing P3 tonight.
I mean, it was never up. As soon as I saw I was on the outside in that front row, I'm like, okay, well, it's out of my hands. If they wreck inside and kind of drift out to the out wide, like I'm in it. And if anybody makes it clean, I'm gonna just be bleeding position. So I'll just go into turn 1 as fast as I can and hope that something happens. And luckily, it was like right behind me. So we got away clear out of those first like 4 or 5 cars. And then I think it was just making smart decisions. Like I knew Zach was behind me going into turn 1 and like seeing his qualifying times, and I know what happened to him in the heat. So I was like, hey, why don't you just go, right? We could waste time fighting, but you're not my race. I'm trying to like finish in the top 5 and you're going for the win. So it'll be better if you just go. And it'll work out better for both of us. Obviously, he did end up getting the win, but that battle coming to the line, I had the best seat for that, by the way. I don't know if you, it was great to watch. But I saw TJ coming out from the Joker, and I know they had a little disagreement in the heat, and I went, well, this is about to get spicy, and it did. And luckily, it worked out for us. P3 on the night. I just wanted to make the feature today, so we're way overshooting where I was playing.
Yeah, Keenan, I mean, you showed a lot of pace out there tonight. Like it was incredible to see you started in 5th. You're going to finish in 3rd tonight. That's a great result. You talk about having the best seat to the house for that crash. I keep talking to the guys here at NASA. I keep telling Brian that we got to get press cams mounted on these cars so that we can get these shots. But just the budgetary restraints. So Keenan, before we let
hats, man, you leave that guy alone. He's got like 14 different chapeaus on right now. You leave that guy alone.
Keenan, before we let you go tonight, you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Firstly, you guys for putting this on. I was really stoked when they brought a cross car into iRacing. Personally, as a short course driver, this is one of my favorite things they've added to the sim in years. But it was kind of bummed when I get it, but I was kind of bummed when there was no like advanced series going to different tracks. So Brian told me about this league, and I was like, sweet, I'm in. Thank you to the people who are racing too. It's crazy to see Rallycross on a Sunday night have a 26 car field. Thank you to everybody watching me personally on Twitch. They're a really supportive group and helped me out with setup stuff, and didn't change much, but just little things. And then of course to Next Level Racing for supporting me personally, and then again to you guys for putting on a broadcast, giving us something to watch after. Thank you very much, and yeah, again, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, Keenan, great race tonight, man. Congratulations on P3rd. Can't wait to see what you can bring to the table next week. We'll catch you then.
Thanks, boys.
Okay.
Yep, I got you.
Walk me through P2. You had multiple battles tonight. In every single one of your races, you had a battle tonight. Now, I kind of put you as a dark horse, so I'm feeling kind of good about myself here in terms of the podium results. Walk me through finishing P2. Walk me through that battle at the end of the line. Had to have you sweating a couple bullets.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely really close coming to the line. Like, I think if the thing happened between TJ and Zach didn't happen, I probably would have finished 3rd instead of 2nd. But there was good races all around, and I'm just happy that I was able to get the position that I got. I thought with the Jokers happening and all that, I was going to be finishing around 5th or 6th. And I was surprised when all the Jokers were done that I was as far ahead as I was.
Yeah, Athena, it was starting 6th, being able to come up and finish into 2nd. Hell of a race. I believe you had to avoid your teammate, Kieran Liftlander, who you had to pass coming through the horseshoe. had to have been a little terrifying to see a car pointed the wrong direction on track there for a second, but you're able to get it squared away. TJ Staver, I believe, is that a new teammate on Karen Liftlander? Am I wrong about that, Josh?
No, he's been helping us.
My spreadsheets say they are teammates. Yes.
Yeah. So
he's been
coming across
helping
the
out
line,
and coming to practices.
yeah, he's very fast. It seems you guys are building a very, very, very tight knit, strong community over there. It's nice to see. P2 doesn't seem to be like, it feels like you're a little disappointed, but I can tell you up from here in the booth, I don't think any of us think you have anything to be disappointed about. You ran a hell of a race out there, and you almost snuck away with P1. Hell of a race up into the line. Do you have anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, absolutely. Karen Liftlander Racing. Those guys have been helping me out with the setup. We worked all week and put in, I feel, a pretty good effort on the setup. We were fast. Pretty much everyone was fast that was running the set. So that, and want to give out a shout out to Jordan Johnson, who's in general been helping me out pace-wise across every discipline. I wouldn't be nearly as quick without him, and I want to give him a quick shout out because I know he's watching.
Well, Athena, thank you for coming out and racing with us tonight. It's nice to have you back in NASA, personally, and as a community, we all welcome you back here. Thank you for racing with us again. Congratulations on P2. It's a hell of a result after getting robbed last week, so nice job coming back swinging. Can't wait to see what you bring to the table next week.
Absolutely. Hope I have a good race.
You too. Oh, and happy holidays.
Yeah, you too.
Same thing to Keenan as well. Forgot to say that to him because we're not going to see you guys for the holidays. Zach, do you have me?
Yeah, I've got you guys.
Zach, so when you go back and watch the broadcast, you're going to hear me not pick you as someone I thought to win this race. I don't want. I'm telling you this now so that when you yell at me later, it's maybe not as bad.
But for that, we need one of those shame buttons on the soundboard and just spam it.
Do not give Brian any more ideas with his stupid soundboard. So, hell of a race tonight, Blanche. Your heat race ended in traumatizing fashion. You get thrown off the course. You have to start P10 in the heat race. You have to come back in the consolation, and then you have to start P10 in the feature race. Walk me through climbing up the field. Walk me through getting through that early crash in turn 1 and turn 2, lap 1, and then talk me about through that finish. That had to have been, it had to have been like Vietnam flashbacks going through your mind at that point.
Honestly, after the qualifying, I thought we were going to be on for a reasonably easy night. We just had to hold that heat race together, and I'm not sure how I felt about that last corner. I felt that I gave room for the Joker and car to enter, and I just seemed to cough a door straight to the side of the car, so I wasn't too happy about that, but we raced on from the back of the LCQ, and in these things, it's just avoid the drama, stay back kind of thing, stay out of the way. We've hung it around the outside of turn 1 a few times, which was really nice and whatnot. At the start of that feature race, we did not look like a car that was going to win that race. We got into third, but that was only due to Joker. And then, yeah, we didn't look like it. We kept having cars Joker in front of us, and just somehow the C's split. And then, yeah, that last corner, Joker, it was kind of the exact same as the heat race. And honestly, I felt that there wasn't room given to me last time, so I wasn't going to give room to them this time. So, I didn't turn into them. I didn't do anything. They hit me actually very early, so we weren't even in the turn when we made contact. But, we'll take it. It would have been nice to see Evan and Matt and all that up there, but they had their own issues in the race.
Yeah, it was unfortunate to see. Lindy got collected at one point. The contact between you and Staver in the heat race, we kind of up here in the booth, from our camera angles, it looked like you may have drifted up a little bit. Nevertheless, though, we don't see anything wrong with what happened in the feature race. We think that was all very clean. TJ Staver just had nowhere to go. You held your line extremely well throughout the feature race, Blanche. It couldn't have been executed more perfectly, I believe. So
Yeah,
you're able
yeah,
to
we're really happy with that. So
yeah,
can't complain.
surgically get through the field. P10 to P1, it's incredible, man.
Yeah, can't complain about that. Really happy. So I'd just like to throw a huge thanks to TWRS and all those guys out there. They've been out practicing, and Evan on the side. He's been good help as well. But our setup guy is an absolute goat. I got to say, I'm glad he wasn't on the track today because I wasn't winning that race. That setup was beautiful. Thank you, Josh, for throwing that one together. That one kept me fast all day.
I'm happy I could be of any service to you guys over there at TWRS. This is not an advertisement, though. But I am happy to be able to provide help to all my friends. It was.
We'll make it an advertisement. Feel free to head out to twrs.com for all your racing setup needs. We got some pretty fast ones on there.
Without a doubt, I mean, Blanche is proving that the setup has what it takes to make you fast out there tonight. Comes home in P1, starts in P10. Wonderful race from Blanche. You kind of already gave shout outs to everybody. So what I guess I'll say to you is happy holidays, and I can't wait to see you next week.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I should be able to make it next week. We'll be rushing home from the Christmas racing period. So should make it home just in time and give you all a run at Bark River. See how we go.
Yeah, Blanche, we can't wait to see you. Enjoy the holiday with your family. Be safe, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you guys. Thank you.
As that wraps up our interview portion of the show. Brian, what do you got? You got programming notes? You got points? What do you got for me?
Let's hit it all. Let's start with programming
Rather,
notes.
what do you have for yourself? Because you're going to read them.
It's okay. I got NASA Cross Car Futures next week. We're back at the truck track. We're at Bark River. We're going to have some format adjustments to not make it a 4-hour stream again. Then the week after that, we go to Winton, go to Crandon, sneak in some SimCar at Daytona, finish off our Cross Car series at Sonoma, and then we're SimCar with Watkins Glen and the rest of their season. After that finishes up, NASA Rallycross should be making its return sometime in the spring. And let's go ahead. I think we have points all set up. It's a doozy. Drop week has not applied yet. It will apply in the third week once there's enough stuff to drop. So we take a look at the standings through 2 weeks. Matthew Lindy with 60 points coming out of 2 races. Athena Leclerc up 7 positions with that second place finish, up to second overall. Evan McFarland holds third. Romain Rateau up 1 to fourth. Keenan Kusin up 5 positions to fifth overall. TJ Staver 39 points and 6. Zach Blanche up 19 positions. I don't know how that one worked out.
Goodness.
Indy,
oh my gosh.
Kirkenbauer down 4. KH Donahue down 7. And Aiden Irvin down 4. Going over to the team's points, Kieran Lifflander Racing holds the top at 99 points. TWRS Blue 94. Kieran Lifflander Racing 2, 46. Just to note, there is no drop week 4 team standings, so these are as they will be all season. Channel 199 Sim Racing up 1 to 4th. Mika Esports up 5 to 5th. TWRS Yellow, TWRS Teal move over at Speedy Time Impact Sim Sport, and Kieran Lifflander Racing 3, rounding out those top 10. There's no manufacturer points because there's only one manufacturer.
So you're saying the cross car one?
Yeah, the cross car's really taking a commanding win in the series.
Terrific stuff. All right. I got some sponsor plugs. I got some final thoughts. But we'll start with this. They're terrific, right? The NASA Cross Car Challenge on ASN, brought to you by Whiplash SimCams, bringing you every angle, every lap. Visit facebook.com/WSimCams. And thank you, Andrew Cardinale IV, for camera support. No matter what it is, covered by the Automotive Sports Network. If you like what you saw tonight, be sure to subscribe to the Automotive Sports Network, no matter the platform at ASN TV USA. And according to Brian, we might even be on the dark web. We are gunning for 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube ASN Live. I just looked. We're at 930. So if you have not clicked that subscribe button, go ahead and do it. I don't think it'll hurt you. It'll be a terrific time. You'll get to hear us yell and scream like we're just hanging out on the couch watching some cars go around. If you'd like to race in NASA, we have something for everyone entering into 2026. All the info is at nasasimracing.com. And we are also looking for partners for 2026 for Rallycross, for Cross Car, whatever it may be. Join the Discord, sign up, talk to Brian about sponsorship. It doesn't matter. Have a good time. It's been so much fun, and we're only 2 weeks in. Josh, give me a final thought, and we'll wrap it up.
You know, it is exciting to see all the new faces in NASA Rallycross and see those new faces take it to the podium. You know, like for a while, I think we've been stuck in sort of this dry season where it's just sort of been the same faces over and over and over again. And it's nice to see CrossCart. It's nice to see the new community and the new faces. It's a pleasure having everyone come out here and drive with us. It really is.
I think we had about 30 to 35 people hanging out with us tonight in Phoenix. The new wall has been super awesome to see. I don't want to go too far into my final thought tangent. Brian, what's up? What you got?
I'll talk about the new wall. I like the new wall. That really makes racing in that corner a lot more interesting. Opens up a couple lines, lets people maneuver a little bit more rather than just fighting over who can grab that inside quicker. But yeah, it seems a lot safer too. Not a lot of cars dying in there, except for the guys that are muscle memorying the old line.
We talk in the Rallycross season, and I talk all the time about McFarlane and Liftlander doing thousands and thousands of laps, and those two incidents that you saw are them dealing with that muscle memory that they've had, and it has been super fun to watch, and hopefully we will see the two fastest kids at the top of the grid at some point this season. As in regards to me, I love the wall. Tonight's been fun. CrossCar is getting better and better, and I'm screaming after a heat race, which is a little odd. The checkered flag has fallen on the evening in Phoenix. On behalf of our entire production staff, my name is Josh Mertz. As we thank you for joining us for today's coverage of NASA CrossCar in Phoenix. Congrats to Cody Winicky and Zach Blanche. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next week in Bark River. Until then, so long, everyone.